Hi everyone. Once again, please do subscribe. Subscribe. Welcome to Sports Jazz. Josh Isaac, we are in the building. Yet with another episode. This time it's a lot that is happening. We have Carlos Baleba. We have Rasmus Hojlund turning down AC Milan, although he looks more likely to go. We have kids like Toby Collier being loaned the other side to Hull City. A lot is happening, guys. There is a new deal that Man United has signed with Coca-Cola. Well, that is very, very good stuff. And maybe that I think everything is to facilitate Baleba's move to Man United. That's what I assume. Rather, I'm assuming. Not forgetting Alejandro Garnacho to Chelsea. It's also advancing. Once again, guys, please do subscribe, turn on the notifications. Josh, Paul, Isaac, we are in the building. And yeah, guys, just real quick to recycle what everyone has already said or been talking about. Baleba is valued around 100 million pounds, and Brighton are holding their stance. They're not letting him go for anything less than that. Now, I understand it's the player who's supposed to make whatever he's supposed to do, push Brighton, say whatever they want to say, and to make sure that the deal goes through Josh. And he's a player that we should get this summer, from what I understand as well.
Yeah. He's the ideal player that you would
Josh, what up,
want.
Josh?
Yeah. I'm good. I was just Ziad made me laugh, and he caught me off guard. But away from that, yes, Carlos Baleba is the ideal player that you would want to sign for Man United in this window because when you do have an enforcer like Carlos Baleba in this midfield, at least it makes much more sense on the progress that we've made in the transfer window to build a creative side for Manchester United. At least now you know that you can get the goals, but at least you've added some beef in the kitchen, and you can be able to actually get the ball from the defense to the final third for the players that you bought in the most creative area to actually prosper. So I think that we need an enforcer like Carlos Baleba in our ranks.
Baleba.
I hope that the deal is finalized.
Man, we really need to bolster our midfield. And dynamic him being dynamic, him being able to play as a box to box, him being to play as a CM or as a DM. I think the versatility it comes with everything that United needs. And on top of that, Josh, we need legs in the midfield. Again, I don't think the current players we have at Man United are going to cover or can cover ground, enough ground like what Baleba would do. So I do agree if he's to join Man United, then I think top four we are there. Right now, I can say top eight, but top four if Baleba joins Man United, I know we are there. Yeah, we are there.
Ah.
Once again, guys, please do subscribe. Josh, oh Isaac. Well, Josh is sorry, Paul is clowning us because he's not a Man United fan. He claims to be
Not
a
really,
Barcelona
because
fan. You know,
no. Isaac, I'm a realist. In the
yeah,
top four, you still have a season or two to begin saying
yeah.
you'll finish in the top four. But as top
Even
six,
with the signing of
if you
Baleba.
get personally, my thing with Baleba would be different. For that price tag, I would go get Adam Watton. Is it Adam Watton?
Yeah, the Crystal Palace player.
Yeah, for that price tag over Carlos Baleba.
Josh, your
Carlos,
stand.
wait,
I am
Carlos,
stunned.
why? Carlos Baleba, Carlos
Adam
Baleba,
Wharton.
Carlos Baleba does. Carlos Baleba is a defensive Bruno Fernandes.
I don't know what that means.
I
Is
don't
going
know
to
what
be
that
okay.
means either.
What that means is Bruno Fernandes is the player in United that runs around the pitch on the offensive part. Carlos Baleba is going to be the player that runs around the pitch defensively and offensively. Now you have two players running around. Josh, that is what is going to
No,
happen
you
because
go on.
Bruno Fernandes' game, even in Portugal, he has to be
Leave
free
Bruno
to operate.
Fernandez.
I'm showing you why Carlos Baleba, to me, at 100+ million would not work. Okay, you have Bruno Fernandes, who is excellent at what he does. Now you have Carlos Baleba, who is going to be another version of either Ramirez or Ngolo Kante. Okay, in what he plays, what he does. You do not need that. You need somebody that is going to have the defensive, a positioning discipline of I'm not going to go beyond this part. I'm doing my job. These people, entrusting people to do their jobs, because you have three very good number 10s, actually four very good number 10s. Zaxe, Cunha, Mbeumo, and Ahmad. They can all do
And
it.
Bruno, and
You
by the way,
have
Bruno can also play as a
no
10.
Bruno. I don't want to even put Bruno in a position at United. Bruno
Mm,
plays everywhere he's needed, so we don't
mm,
talk about him. You have
okay.
these new people that are there. You have Benjamin Sesko, who is not a box striker. He's also going to come out and pick the ball. That is if the project works of Benjamin Sesko. We have seen those projects fail at United. We have
Yeah,
seen
This
but
strikers
oh,
come and fail.
Rasmus
I
Hojlund.
think
So
you
I'm
did.
going back to Baleba. No, I'm going back to Baleba.
You've
I'm
taken
showing
us
you.
way
I'm
too
showing you.
far.
No, I'm showing you how the team is going to operate. You leave his individual skills are very good. In a team play, he's not very good for United because you already have players who are going to do what he does. What you need is a person like Casemiro in his prime, a person who's going to sit back and trust that the people in front of me can do this job well. Watton will come forward every once in a while, but he's more positional than Carlos Baleba. That's my take.
Yeah, but I do believe that I actually agree with Ziad. Watton isn't really as good defensively, but I do understand that Adam Watton is a conductor. He's a very suitable player to be maybe a CDM with two other players around him. But Adam Watton has just walked through the door. I mean, he's not been here around. So is Carlos Baleba. But if you do understand that Manchester United's style of play under Ruben Amorim, it needs a very athletic midfielder, and in Manu Ugarte, even if Manu Ugarte eats up a lot of ground, I mean, he's suspect in some areas of the game. And
Mm.
Kobe Mainu lacks the athleticism to do it week in, week out for a two-man midfield. Then Carlos Baleba becomes the ideal player for you to have in that side because he has the athleticism to add on to another player, so he can partner. Maybe he can partner with Manu Ugarte, or he can partner with Kobe Mainu. But I think Adam Watton would be ahead of Carlos Baleba in the ideal player for Ruben Amorim's system. The athleticism he comes with, there's so much that he can do on the ball that all Ruben Amorim needs to do is fine tune the system to help. I mean, to ensure that the one of the defenders in the three-man defense always steps into the midfield, and it will be game. It will be game. We shall have
Josh,
an
now,
N'Golo Conte.
yeah, let me give it to you. You see what everything you've said. This has nothing to do with the ability of Baleba, but the amount of work that has to be done. Almorin has to plan for Cunha. He has to give us Zaxe this season. Okay. Mbuemo is a new player that is going to have to plan for. Sesko is a new player that is. These are all different players. Why are you buying a player you're going to again shift the entire team for when there's a player that can do exactly what you need
Paul,
without actually?
Paul,
Because
We
yes,
don't have the
Paul.
player.
yeah,
Adam
Watton
Watton
for
is
that
not that
for that.
player.
Who do you
Adam
think in
Watton
this
is not
current
that
Man
player.
United team?
I have
Who do you
seen.
think in this
Huh?
current Man United team can do what Baleba would do if in case he
None.
joins Man
No,
United?
no,
Because I
no,
don't
no, no,
exactly.
no one. No, no one. What I'm trying. See, you
You're just saying
evaluating.
you're saying
But no, you
No, you're
he's
evaluating
comparing
his
with Adam
skill.
Watton.
Eh? No, I'm not comparing with because Baleba is better. See, at a certain point, there are players. Um, Josh, we're having the conversation with you about Rashford, and you are telling me he's going to be good at Barcelona because the system at Barcelona fits him. There is buying a player that doesn't fit in that system. Okay, not because of his ability, he's very, very good, but you have to do extra work to put him into the system. Okay, it is easier for Watton to adjust in United because they need a player that is. I don't know why you guys are saying he's not good defensively. I have seen Watton the past couple of months now. Okay, and I've
He
been
is.
following everything he's doing, and to me, he's that person that he will go unnoticed, and that is the player United needs. A player that will do everything. He will conduct. He'll be the quarterback, but he'll go unnoticed. Give room to the people above you to go and actually do their job. Don't. don't interrupt with their job, because you have very many players going to do that.
So, Paulo, you're saying instead of Man United, because we understand Brighton has set the price up so high, 100 million pounds. So you're saying instead of Man United going for Baleba, paying that amount of money, who you don't think is worth that much, they would rather
No,
go
I
in for
think
a player like.
like
Okay,
Watton. I don't think Watton is worth the money as
they should
well.
rather go for Adam Wharton, right?
Yes, yeah, because I don't think any of the players that have been bought, let us be serious, have
Mm.
not been worth the money that have they have. Benjamin Sesko is a 13 goal striker that was given 70 million.
He's
You
not.
understand?
He's not a 13 goal
I'm
striker.
not saying I'm
Uh,
Josh.
You
I'm
can
not
Josh,
say
saying
he
I'm not
scored
saying
13 goals, but he's not a
first,
no,
13 goal
give me,
striker.
give me a. He is because he scored 13. He has
No,
he's
no,
a
no, 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 no,
potential.
no, no,
He's
no,
a
no, no, no,
potential
no,
to
no.
do.
No, there's
no,
a difference. Being
Josh,
a
he
13
scored
goal
13 in the
striker,
Bundesliga, but
yes,
overall 21 goals last season.
exactly, but you cannot say he's a 13 goal striker. A 13 goal striker is a guy who was, for the 4 seasons he has been in the Bundesliga, 3 seasons he has been in the Bundesliga, he's been averaging 13 goals a season. And Benjamin Sesko has not averaged 13 goals a season. He's actually
Josh,
done much more in
no,
certain seasons. Just say he
w-
scored 13 goals, then there I will
okay.
accept that,
The the
yes,
the
but
the,
not
the
a
thing
13 goal striker.
talking about prices, okay? Because me, I was talking about prices. We got into the 13 goals, and Sesko is a very good player. Okay, me, I'll not be able to pronounce him the way they want to pronounce it with the tongue. And no,
So you
Sesko is
think
a very
Man
good
United
player.
overpaid for Sesko or Shesko?
The entire Europe overpaid for players.
But
Maduake
Madrid,
was 55 million.
yeah, but
Today I
he's
was
a
reading.
52.
Yeah, I was reading today. Eze is coming for about 70 million.
Look, I think it's the market right now. It's the market, and on
Follow,
Yes.
top of that,
yes.
So
look, Madueke,
yes,
the
yeah. So
contracts
what?
you have to the contract, the age of the player, then also I think the player value. So you combine everything, and also maybe what does he
Yes.
put at the table?
What I'm trying to tell you, back to our point, which is if United is paying 100+ million for a defensive midfielder, go out and buy a defensive midfielder that is actually very good at being a defensive midfielder, not being good at partially being. Right now United has a couple of players playing half positions. They
No,
are already players. You
maybe
have
if
now.
you had put it the way Josh had said at the beginning, sometime back, he said, "What let Watson come," but with Josh thinks he might play much better if he's partnered with a player like Kobe Mino or Ugarte in the middle of the park, in the
Mm,
pivot. That's what he thinks, rather than
yes.
performing so well with Bruno Fernandes. Just like what you said, because they almost play the same thing. Although to me, I think the other guy is a better ball carrier. You get, and he covers well.
Baleba
Maybe if you
is.
put it that way,
Yeah.
I do understand. But if you say Watton, I like Watton very much. Future prospect, very good.
Yeah,
Actually, to me, I
yeah.
see he plays. To me, it's I don't know. I could be wrong. It's more like Declan Rice. You get, of course, the other one is much better, but
Yes.
I see a Declan Rice in the making. But when it comes
Yes.
to what we need right now,
He doesn't
the
have,
legs in the
yeah.
midfield, Baleba is going to do it for me.
I know Baleba
Again,
has the legs and for me, I believe Ruben Amorim is a modern day manager, and a modern
to
day
play with
manager
CMs.
is going to
Mm,
deploy. Yeah, he can even play with two CMs.
yeah.
He can manage to do that, because the only way you play with two CMs is to allow one of the three defenders to come in midfield, like Van Hake does for Brighton. I mean, Brighton plays in the same manner that United plays, and Carlos Baleba has been playing in the hole, but the way he was playing, he was so high up the pitch that he was on the edge of the 18-yard box of the opponent. But what happened is Van Hake never allowed for that gap to be too big, that the ball could be played behind the midfielders, and that is what the players have to know. And I think the interceptions and recoveries that Baleba can do are much, 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 much greater than what Adam Wharton can do. Yes, Adam Wharton is a very decent player, but for now, I think Carlos Baleba would be the most ideal player. I can even see Carlos Baleba play with Manu Ugarte in a midfield, and Bruno Fernandes just plays in front of them.
There's also uh, Polo. Polo is not good.
See,
Polo doesn't
this,
agree
this,
with
this, I do agree with what he's saying. I just don't think you're picking what I'm trying to tell you guys of.
No, no, no,
The
no, no.
entire
Me, I did.
system is going to
Mm.
be. Baleba is very good, very very good. Manu gets Baleba, very very good signing, future prospect. But all these are prospects, and you're buying players that are going to do the same thing. You need one player that is actually
So are
going
you
to do
saying that United
something.
needs a DM, just a proper DM, like a defensive
Yes,
midfield?
a proper one that is you need okay, they are very
But we
good.
have
Polo,
two. We have two,
You
of
need a
course.
Rodri.
Polo,
We
Polo.
have two,
We
of
don't need
course.
a Rodri because Man United plays with two midfielders. So you can't sacrifice one midfielder for one role. You need two enforcers. Both the midfielders that you have must be enforcers. They must have the ability to defensively own the ground and also offensively to do it because they have to be very good passers of the ball. They're only two midfielders. When the luxury of having, it's not a luxury because it's very important in football, but it looks like a luxury for Man United to have a traditional CDM with only two midfielders. When you have three, then the two you have can be CMs and they can cover a lot of the ground. Okay. But when you have two midfielders and you sacrifice one to be a tactically disciplined player in front of the back three, then you're going to lose the ability in midfield to overpower teams because you play with the back three. But the most important thing in that back three is that one of those players must always be a midfielder for it to work. That is why you have an extra
Now,
man in the back. There's
see,
security
Josh,
there. It's a high risk formation. No,
very high risk, and I have no problem with the formation. But from the precision I have watched, Lenny Yoro is very, very good because he's very offensive. He moves. Okay. Martinez will drop in the midfield. When he starts playing, Martinez can't do that part or delete. The problem will come if you're asking Maguire to do that part because we have seen
no.
over years. No,
Oh,
it will get to the point because
no,
Maguire
when
is a
you have
United
Maguire
player.
in the side, then another player is the one who
He's
does it.
you
Because you need a
Lenny
player with
Euro.
legs.
Yes, I've given you the backline. The last game you played, it was Lenny Euro, Maguire, and
Heaven.
Heaven. Okay, so one has to drop in the midfield. Lenny Euro is going to use that line, the Ahmad line. Okay, they are very very good together. They have a partnership that is working. Now you're going to ask Maguire to do it because Baleba has gone. Baleba has to go. That's his best quality. You understand? At a certain point, you're going to rely on Maguire to execute what you're saying,
He
and he
doesn't have
can't.
to be Maguire. It has to be a defender with legs. Of course, the manager is not stupid to ask Maguire to do it when he knows that Maguire has limitations at his age, that he might not be fast enough and may not be very comfortable dropping into midfield. Then he has to choose one of the other guys, either Heaven or Lenny Yoro, to be the one to actually cover that space. Because I mean, you have to be a bit athletic, and you to have a player in there who is going to buy time for the actual midfielders to get back into position.
Mm.
Anyway, once again, guys, please do subscribe, turn on the notifications. Yes, Carlos Baleba, the bid is imminent, and I understand Amorim has made it clear to the board that he wants the player to join Man United. He wants to see his midfield improved. Of course, that means the current players we have besides Bruno Fernandes below the bar. Not entirely bad, but it seems they don't do, or they are not executing it so well. And Baleba has reportedly, Josh, agreed a deal in principle with Man United. I'm talking about personal terms, and the deal should be up to 2020, sorry, 2030, with an option to extend. He's open to the move. However, again, Brighton are very reluctant to sell. You know, they just sold Yao Pedro to Chelsea. So, in other words, they have the money. They're under no pressure at all. And we understand last time their CEO, Paul Barber, said they are okay, and Baleba is not leaving the club unless 100 million. He actually said 104 million pounds is paid. Now, the trick comes in, Josh. When I mean, if I ask you, is that a lot of money to pay for a midfielder? Is Man United so desperate that they should get and they should go all out and pay that amount of money?
I think the silly season can actually be very silly when certain clubs do stupid things like maybe paying 35 million for Andy Carroll as a striker. Liverpool started the can of worms. They did buy Andy Carroll for a lot of money, and it was ridiculous for you to have done at the time. And since then, we have seen that the market has just spiraled in a manner that you cannot stop it. I mean, these are the things that clubs are going to ask for all the time. They do ask for a lot of money for players. You can imagine that, yes, even if the argument is there for you to make a case for Declan Rice, because he had maybe garnered some bit of experience at West Ham and even was a winning captain at the time before he left West Ham, but it did cost 100 million, £100 million, for him to go to Arsenal. I mean, these Jack Grealish cost £100 million to go to Man City. So it then becomes a bit regular, for a team to pay £100 million for a player. So for me, if you ask whether £100 million is too much for Carlos Baleba, I don't think that we are the ones to set the valuation for the player. The club must set the valuation for their player because I mean it's their asset. You're not going to go to a market and you say I want to buy that shirt for this amount of money. If the shirt costs what the salesman says, it's what the shirt costs. I mean, you either go buy another shirt, or if you want that shirt, you pay for the money. And if you can manage to bargain your way down, and you buy the shirt that you want. So for me, I think Man United should do whatever it takes to get
Shout,
Carlos Baleba in
shout
because
outs
it's
to
the
God's Time. Shout outs to
yeah.
God's Time. Please do subscribe. Subscribe. God's Time says, "I want to hear. Here we go in 3 days' time for Carlos Baleba." I
No,
Studio
no,
says it's a lot
that,
of money and it should at least be 70. Guys, please do subscribe. Okay, maybe he aligns with what Paul said earlier, but just to give you guys a quick history, Josh. I know Florian Wirtz is a midfielder, but of course they play different positions. But regardless, he's a midfielder. Josh, the German attacking midfielder, became Liverpool's record signing, reflecting his stellar performances the past few seasons at Leverkusen. And you know how much they paid for him?
mm,
135 million pounds. This
yes,
Mm,
very yeah,
mm.
135
yeah,
no, million euros,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
135 million euros. Now you go to Enzo Fernandez, okay?
yes,
Fernandez, you remember how much he cost? 121 million euros from Benfica to Chelsea in 2023. You go to Declan Rice, Josh, you just talked about him from West Ham. A transformative signing for Arsenal, Josh. I mean, he
Bertrand,
became
but
he became the most
just a minute.
you,
expensive British midfielder. Let me first name them all. I'm going to
mm,
drive my point.
mm,
And it was 116.6 million euros. Then recently, Caicedo. Anyway, it's not recent, still 2023. Josh, Caicedo,
Yes,
Josh. You know how much?
yes,
116 from Brighton. You get, and all these players have made a change. Not let's go 2016 Man United signing Paul Pogba from Juventus. Josh, 105 million euros. De Bruyne from Wolfsburg to Man City in 2016. I think he was around 76 million euros. Then Casemiro recently 2000. So I think it was close to 70 million. I think 70.7 million euros. So I mean, Zubimendi this very window, Josh, 70 million pounds. Sorry, 70 million euros. So I don't think, to me, Paul, I don't think, I mean, the money really matters if you get a player who's going to do
it
what you want to do. Because, like it or not, we have to agree that Chelsea midfield has been improved, or rather, has been improved by who? By the player Caicedo. He has improved that
yeah.
midfield so much. Zubimendi at Arsenal, he's going to do the same thing, but not forgetting Declan Rice is already there. He has improved that midfield as well so much. He's doing so well. Zoboslai came for the almost also 70 million pounds, 70 million euros for Liverpool. He has also improved that midfield. So why? I mean, so much. So why shouldn't Man United break the bank, pay okay maybe close to 100 million pounds, and get their man? After all, he's the player that we need. We need someone with legs to cover ground, and Ugarte is not giving us that. You get?
See, the question, the primary question is the money too much? All the players you've mentioned, all the midfielders you've mentioned, apart from Caicedo, were all winners. Apart from Caicedo, all the other midfielders you've mentioned, Enzo Fernandez had the World Cup.
Yeah, that is
Huh?
correct.
Um,
Declan
Declan
Rice.
Rice was a winner with West Ham. Huh?
He won a
Uh,
conference cup.
does it really matter? He won.
Yeah,
Mm.
Isn't
yeah.
that
No, he
like
was he
isn't
was
that
even a
yeah?
captain. There's some
Yeah, he was
justification there.
at that young age. Okay.
Yeah.
Um,
Jack Grealish
you
won
mentioned
nothing.
Jack Grealish put
Won
Aston Villa
nothing.
on the map.
I think
Remember the
Grealish is
Which
Aston
map?
much
Villa?
of a forward.
No,
Which map?
and
Grealish is more,
Grealish is more of a forward. Grealish is more of a forward.
he's more of a
No,
forward.
He's
he's a
not.
It's
He's not
unfair.
footballer.
actually.
Yeah.
he- uh,
We are talking
Josh, we
about
are not arguing
midfielders, right?
footballers.
Oh,
We are talking about
okay,
midfielders.
midfielders. Okay.
Eh?
Mm.
All the people you've mentioned were perennial winners. Apart from Caicedo, he's the only person I can give you that they bought for that money. But the difference with Caicedo and all the other midfielders you've mentioned, he's the only positional midfielder in the clutch you've mentioned. He plays. Caicedo does his job. I'm going to win balls, give them to somebody, they'll go on with it. I'm not saying he won't move forward. That's not his primary goal. That's not his role.
Polo, the ability of
Joshua,
Caicedo, you can actually liken it to the ability of Carlos Baleba. Before Caicedo leaves Brighton and
Josh,
comes to Chelsea,
the ability
before
of Caicedo, Baleba is like Lavia.
no, not at all.
Baleba is more of
Not at
Lavia
all. Not
than
at all. Not at all. Not at all. Lavia is a guy. Lavia is a calm, collected footballer who prefers to dictate the game than to enforce. Carlos Baleba is an enforcer. Carlos Baleba is a guy who is going to break lines. Carlos Baleba is a guy who will carry the ball, who will pass the ball, who will dribble to try and make things happen. That is not Romeo Lavia. Romeo Lavia is going to read the game from deep and is going to understand his bearings and play the ball to other players. Caicedo, while at Brighton, was a guy who could play as a central midfielder and a CDM, which is the exact thing that Carlos Baleba can do, because Carlos Baleba is comfortable playing as a CDM. He just has attributes that are so attractive and impressive as a central midfielder that you would want him to remain with them. Now, for me going forward, I do believe if he comes to United, he has to actually, the manager has to change the way that he plays him. Defender can always drop into midfield, or he can ask him to learn to be a CDM and have the positional discipline over CDM, but continue to play the way that he likes to play. Just because United has very many ball carriers on the pitch.
So, Josh, that brings me to my question. By the way, I'm even forgetting Rodri from Atletico, close to 70 million euros. That guy has been a cornerstone, for
Yes.
City's midfield. He's been a cornerstone. So, this is my question. We've talked about Rice, 100. Caicedo is in 100. The likes of Enzo Fernandez is 100. Florian Wirtz, although another position, but in the midfield. So, are you saying everyone that is saying that is a lot of money? I saw Heights Studios, shout out to you, Heights Studios, in the comment section saying at least 70. Are you saying Man United should walk away from this deal and get another player? And who is that other player?
I don't. I think
Nice
United.
one,
I think
nice one.
United should do the deal. I think
Nice one.
United
Very
should do
happy
the
to
deal.
see you. I think
Yeah. Good to see you, bro. But I think United should do the deal, because if the glove fits, I quit.
if the glove doesn't fit,
no, this time the glove fits.
yeah.
This time the glove fits. He's the ideal player. He's the real player that we need.
Yeah, nice fan. We're in the comment section.
So
and,
you pay the
I'm
money
asking-
that because Arsenal actually did too much to buy Declan Rice 100
But he
million.
has improved,
But
Josh. He has
exactly,
improved
he has improved the side. That's what I'm saying. That no matter what it takes, if he's actually the right player, if he's the right fit, then you buy the player, because he's going to make your side better. If Robin van Persie was the player United needed to win a trophy, go buy the player. Why are you worrying too much about the money the player costs? The only thing that I'm interested in, he must be the profile of player the manager asks for. That's when it can be a good deal. I know sometimes that you can bring in players and they don't work for you, but he should be exactly what the manager asks for.
I know Paul has reservations, especially
about the price. And
Yeah, but
I
I've
want to
given you
give you,
examples. Teams have gone out for
yes.
their
And
players.
see,
Rice,
Josh,
like it or not, their midfield has improved.
Yes,
no,
yes,
Chelsea,
Josh
yes.
took
same
me,
Declan
no,
story.
Rice has
Watch the
improved the
Man
and
United
sides
all
game
these
so.
clubs, all the midfielders you're telling me, the difference, I told you they were all winners. Let's talk about Witz, what he did with Bayer Leverkusen. The problem, one of the problems United has been facing is they make it impossible for the players they buy to play. United is one of, if not the biggest fan base in the world. It is one of all the biggest. I'm not very,
Yeah, it
very
has
certain.
the biggest.
So if you bring Baleba for 100+ million, you've cost him his career. He's not going to fit the 100 million. Baleba cannot be what Caicedo was in the first
Is,
season at Chelsea.
does
Wait,
Declan
Josh,
Rice is
Josh,
Declan Rice worth 100 million from the football
Josh,
that he
wait.
plays?
See, you keep interrupting me, then I keep
No, the man
forgetting. Yeah,
told
he
you.
is.
Okay,
The
okay.
man told you
I've told you,
all these players that I
Caicedo,
mentioned, including their
they were
price
all
tag,
winners.
came when they were from winning something.
Yes.
Rice, the
You
conference,
understand? That is,
uh,
you leave the
Fernandez, the
winning.
World
We
Cup.
go to we go to the other part. Baleba cannot have a season Caicedo had at Chelsea his first season. The fans won't allow him to have that season. He
Let me
won't
give
have
you
a season
something.
to settle in.
Let me
Okay?
give you
That
something to look
yo,
at. Naisha fan says Baleba is better than Caicedo.
I know that is not an argument we shall get into because it is a useless one. Baleba can't be better than Caicedo.
Why?
There's no aspect. No,
Maybe
there's
defensive wise,
uh,
but going forward,
no.
Josh, who do you
There's
think is
no.
better? Yeah, I
See,
think it's better.
there's
Baleba
there's no
has
aspect.
much more. Baleba has much more in his locker, but the experience that Caicedo has garnered, he has even become the best holding midfielder in the league.
You
Baleba
know,
has so much prospect to give. We are not sure he's going to give it to us. Caicedo has.
I like nature.
You
It's good.
there are things there are things that
You see what he says?
my
Baleba
God,
is the best
United.
box-to-box midfield in the history of football. When it's said, and I like Nature. He's coming out all guns blazing. Shout out to you, Nature fan. Shout out to you guys. Please do subscribe, turn on the notification. The bid is imminent. 100 million pounds, from what I understand. That is
They want
Brighton
104.
104, 100. I think something around there might get them. I don't know, but I understand if the player does a bit of more. I don't know whether he should also go Isak. You know, the
No, no,
Isak
he won't go
version.
Isak.
There's that
Isak,
Exactly one.
Isak
I think
element.
I think Isak has a very useless agent. So I mean that's why he has ended up doing the things that he has done because
Nice.
I don't think that if he read the contract that he was given at Newcastle, he would end up doing such silly things like the ones that he has done. I mean, you a footballer, you are coveted by a team like Liverpool. There's no reason for you to throw your arms up in the air before they even make a bid, and it is certain that they want your services. I mean, you can agree with the club that you want to move on, and maybe the club has made it very difficult for you to get what you want, but you should honor the contract that you have. You should actually go for mediation and find a way to negotiate your way into leaving the club, not actually choosing to do the things that
Josh,
he has done. I
Josh, one
think
question. How did Manu sign Louis Saha?
Louis Saha,
Yeah.
he pushed through the move.
How did Manu sign Babatov?
Yeah, Babatov, we agreed with
Similar
the
Story.
club.
similar
The same
situation.
story.
No,
No,
Van
no, no, no,
similar
no, no, no,
situation.
no, no, no,
Josh,
no. Not similar situation. You see, you misunderstand pushing through a move with what Isak is doing or what Isak has
Louis
done.
Saha. No, Louis Saha chose not to go train at Fulham.
Yes, that is also, you see, the point
You
that
know,
you
if
choose to
Isaac
do.
said he's not going to train again, even if it
Yes,
means
it's like what this useless Alejandro Garbage did. At I'm going to stay at the club and whether I play for 6 months or 12 months, it doesn't matter. All that is lip service. You are appeasing people who don't pay your bread. You get, but
not even that.
people who
Isaac is
actually
going
buy
to go
you
to
bread.
Liverpool after 2 seasons if he's performing really well. A team like Barcelona, a team like Madrid is going to come and he's going to do the same thing.
Barcelona is broke. It can't buy anyone.
We don't need to. We have an
Yeah.
academy. We
Yeah,
really don't need
exactly,
to buy
exactly.
anyone.
Yeah,
We have an
Oh,
entire
yeah. But
team.
Barcelona is broke.
We have people fighting. It's cool.
I'm just remember. I'm just reminding Isaac. He
We
had said
Sinan,
figured that
something
part.
about Barcelona.
Sinan is
Isaac,
in
we
the
don't
comment
need him.
section. Okay, Sinan is in the comment section
Mm.
saying Sinan Sesko Baleba. That's his new name. Shout out to you, Sinan.
Sinan
Then
Jesco Baleba. What up, my man?
he says hi, Josh, Isaac, yes, and Paul. Baleba orders. Okay, yeah, this was earlier on. He said Baleba is orders of magnitude better than Declan Rice. That is Niger fan. Niger fan is not playing
Yeah.
around with him.
Neshafan is not. Yeah, he's not playing around with Baleba,
Then
man.
you
No, but
see,
he's a United fan, so he's
the man
entitled
has already
to.
been given a title. MBE Sir Carlos Baleba is a must sign. One, are you now you brought back Arsenal pundits.
Now, no, you're telling. Now, I'm telling you. You see, Isaac. That's what I was telling you. United
Mm.
fans won't let Baleba have a bad season or a settling in season because he's going to be 100+ million. He's going to be a star. He's going to be an
Just say
MBE. He's going
no.
to be a king.
Just say.
So
I think that happens with English players because the media itself eats them up. Because when you're at Man United and
Joshua Anthony is
all
not
the
an
news,
Anthony is not an
all the
English
news,
player.
yes, but he's at Manchester United and
That's what I was telling you. I was
when you're at
telling you,
Manchester,
United is one of the clubs that has one of the biggest, if not the biggest, fan base.
Fan base.
So
yeah, and the media has
the
to feed
question
off
Isaac
that
was
fan base.
asking, yes, the question Isaac was asking is it too much money for Baleba? It has nothing to do with his skill. It has nothing.
No,
It
it's
is too
not.
much money for Baleba because
It's not.
the midfielders you gave me, Isaac, all of them.
Yeah.
I'm saying United go and pay that money. United needs that midfielder, so go pay it. But is it a
Yeah.
lot of money? Yes, it is.
Oh, yes, it is. Yes,
Huh?
it is.
You understand?
Now,
It
when
is
you
a
put
lot
it
of
like
money.
that,
But
when you put it
you
like that,
see,
it is. But for me, like my point of view was if it's the player that you need, then you go get the player that you need.
Once again, guys, please do
see,
subscribe. Subscribe to Sports Just. Well, the height says that means Ugarte at Salah. Well, Ugarte is a loss. That's what it means, guys.
No, no, no,
Tinsu,
not
no.
shout out
really.
to you, Tinsu. Then Dre says, this Arsenal pundit, Baleba is better than all those Rice, Caicedo, Rodri, Beats, so many useless players we get. Baleba. Naisha fan says Isak is a better striker,
Hey,
is the best striker in the Premier League. His agent is terrible. Then
Very
he goes on
terrible.
to say, that is true. We talked about it, by the way. United, I think this is now the Baleba money, you know?
Yo,
Just
come
signed a
on,
3-year deal.
Coca-Cola. I
He
think I
just
gotta
signed a
buy
3-year
myself a
deal.
Coca-Cola. As
Coca,
soon as
Coke
Baleba,
Zero.
as soon as Baleba is signed, I think they will also sponsor the show that day.
And Naisha fan is also saying it. We just signed the Coca-Cola deal, which means we pay for Baleba. Tinsu, shout out to you, Tinsu. Shout out to you. How is Ethiopia?
Yeah,
Hi,
what
Josh.
up, Tinsu, man?
Isaac. How are you? When will Baleba join United? Well, from what I understand, the bid is imminent. Let's wait and see. But Amorim has made it clear to the board he needs the player. Nature fan says Cameroon will win the AFCON and the World Cup soon.
no, it
Baleba
won't.
is a talesman. Who do you think will win? Who do you think will win the AFCON?
The AFCON
You're
and the
not sure,
World
but it's
Cup.
not Cameroon.
Let us
No, Uganda,
let us
Uganda might win
no,
the
no, Uganda won't. Uganda won't.
2027.
See, that's the problem with being
Uganda is
unrealistic.
hosting it.
Even if we start from the semifinals, we
Uganda
won't
is
win. See, even if we skip all these
no,
other games and we just
no,
start
no.
from
There
the
will be
semifinals,
by
we won't win.
2027 there will be a regime change in the country,
Okay,
so maybe
guys,
Uganda
hold
will
on.
win.
Let's run through this.
Mm,
Man United
no,
should sign Baleba from Brighton. Then Teams goes on to say Baleba must sign this. Hopefully. Naishafan says he doesn't need to settle in. He doesn't feel any pressure. He's always smiling and happy.
And happy
You
buddy
know.
guy.
Then Tinsu says Casemiro is out of Amorim's plan. Yeah, I read that by the way somewhere that it looks like the Brazilian is going to be frozen out. Let's wait and see.
Yeah,
And
because you
remember what
bring
we
in
talked about last
Baleba.
time? He's
Yes.
taking out all the old guards. He wants his
Yeah,
own
yeah, yeah, yeah.
new,
Because
new
if you
fresh
bring
blood.
Baleba, if you bring Baleba in the side, then for me, I would rather Kobe Mino is sold. So we get
Right.
70 million from Chelsea because Chelsea buys anything. They can buy him.
Well,
and they
Nigel
sell
fans,
Whether they
everything. So
want to use
they're
him or not,
okay.
they can buy him.
No, they buy and sell.
I think
They're a
I
good
think
business club.
Josh, I think I'd love to try out midfield, the midfield of assuming we sign Baleba, the likes of Ugarte and Baleba,
Yeah,
then
yeah.
Kobe Mino and Baleba.
Mino
So
and Baleba.
if a deal
Yeah,
comes
yeah,
through, I
yeah,
don't know
yeah.
why these Saudi guys are not coming in for the likes of Casemiro. Just come give us 10 million pounds.
Yeah,
That's
15. Give us a guy. Is a 15, and yeah, we're good to go. We shall be humble.
Once again, guys, please do subscribe. Subscribe. Dress says in the comment section, Isaac, Josh, we must watch the game together. Me and the Arsenal fan pundit one day. That is true. That is correct.
Yeah, 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 bro.
Why
By
why
the-
am
I
I
think
an
the
Arsenal
Arsenal.
fan pundit?
I think
What is
the
going
first
on?
game,
What
the
about me
first the
is
Arsenal game
Arsenal?
on Sunday. The Arsenal game on Sunday. We shall all be in studio for
Watch
the watch
along.
along, and yeah, the more the merrier. The more the merrier. So Dre, just get your service provider ready to actually make sure that you can be with us on Sunday. Guys, big game coming up. Season opener. Man United, Arsenal at Old Trafford. Catch it with Sports Jazz. With the watch along, we shall all be here. Shall all be here. And yeah, I think I hope by that time Carlos Baleba is in the stands watching the game as a Man United player.
Once again, guys, please do
Mm,
subscribe. Subscribe. Yeah, guys. Tinsu says I also agree. Baleba is the best midfield in any other, in any other player in the middle of the park.
yeah, for
Then Dre
United.
says if we missed out on Baleba next season, Madrid will pay. That's what also Naisha was saying that if we get Baleba and he plays so well, PSG is going to come and pay 200 million.
No, but you see, Man
See,
United is not
no,
a selling club. You can buy from
it has
Brighton,
no
but you don't
players to
buy from
sell.
United.
It has
It
no
has
No,
no
players
even
to
players
if
to
it
sell,
sell.
had,
Josh. Back
it
then we
has
In the
used
never
to
past,
been
in
a
the past
selling
couple
club.
of years,
It
sell
has never been
players.
a selling club, bro.
Well,
We
that
do
is
let
about to
go of
change.
players. Yeah, we do let go of players. We do sell our players, but we're not a selling club. We're not looking to make 200 million from a sale of a player. I mean, yes, the new model of players with the number of kids that we've gotten in, it is eventually going to get to that point that maybe we get 20 million pounds from a kid like Tyler Fredrickson, because I rate that kid so highly. That kid is going to reach a point at United. He's ready to play, and United will not have space for him. And maybe we can get 20 million from him, 25 million from him. And
Well,
Harry Yamas, I think when he comes back from loan, is just going to be sold.
Toby Collier is also following suit. He is likely to join House City. Well, Sinan says Baleba is going to be on the bench during the Arsenal game. Hopefully that happens, but I don't know. This
Yeah,
is going to be a
on
tough
the
one.
bench in the stands, bro.
Then we hear breaking news soon about Baleba. That is Tinsu.
It's breaking while we're
Uh,
still here, bro.
oh, Nigel has a question for you, by the way. Nigel has a question for you, Paul. Baleba actually
yes,
makes all my time best 11. He's that good. And the question is, please, can you ask your guest who he thinks is better than Baleba in the Premier League? Let's
right
concentrate
now
in the
in the
Premier League.
Premier
Yeah,
League,
right now.
I
You
don't
have
I don't
Rice.
think I don't think they I don't think they are very no wait everywhere. There's so
Overall.
In the
many people
Premier
better
League.
than Baleba in the
Yeah, I
Premier
know. We're
League.
talking about the Premier League. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
answer the question.
Caicedo, Declan Rice, Rodri,
Oh God,
uh,
not Rice.
Man,
how do you pronounce
let
this?
him finish.
Rain Diaz. Yeah, is it Rain Diaz?
Reinders,
The new Reinders. Reinders. Um,
Tijani Reinders.
Lavia.
No, Lavia has not
You
played even enough games to be
no, they asked
compared.
me. See, you have your Lavia at Chelsea hasn't played that many games to be compared. I saw him at Southampton.
Nah,
See, your Baleba has played one season
yeah,
at Brighton, right? And he wasn't a
yes.
starter in all their games. Okay,
No, hey,
Baleba
bro.
participated.
Eventually, he played
Josh,
the
check,
first few
check,
games.
check, check,
No,
check. He
Josh, he's
didn't play
right. The
all
first
their
few
games.
games. The
I
first
am
few
telling
games,
you
Yes,
but
because
eventually he became a
yes.
starter.
So yes,
exactly.
what
And
I'm
that
trying to show
that
you.
says
No, see,
that says
it is blasphemous. It is very blasphemous for you to begin getting people that have played for seasons and have proved for seasons and have moved from club to club proving. We have watched football long enough to know a player can move from one club and fail to settle in the other one. You're
yeah,
comparing him to people that have moved from this club to this playing system, have adjusted, made the team better, and you're saying Baleba, who has played half a complete season where he was good, is better than all these people. No wonder United is paying 200
Dre
million
is
for this
Dre
guy.
is crazy, bro.
Baleba is a joy to
Yeah, but
watch.
Polo, I
He's a
hear
good
you.
player, Ballon d'Or contender. Dre, I pity Arsenal come Sunday. You're gonna shed blood. Josh, Polo also makes a point by the way when he
Yeah,
says
yeah, yeah. I agree
that
with his point.
it's too early to equate him or compare him to the other
To
players who have
people,
played
what has he
I
done?
know.
in and
I
out.
know, but you
Some
see, the
even
eye
have
test,
accolade. Mm.
true, but the eye test does not lie. You can see things in a
The
player.
eye test always lies.
First,
Josh,
listen. You can
Ferguson,
first
wait,
listen.
I'm going
You
to
can
forget
see.
it.
You can see
Okay.
one thing in
Ferguson
a
went and
player.
bought Kleberson. Remember when Ferguson bought Kleberson in
Yep.
2003 after
Yep.
the World Cup? And
Yeah, yeah.
Kleberson was almost one of the best players for the Brazil national team. Came to
No,
United.
no, he was
Wait,
never
We're
one of
talking
the
wait,
about
best
the
players for the
competition.
Brazil national
wait,
team.
wait. In that particular
Never.
tournament,
Yeah,
in
he
that
was
particular
never.
tournament,
He was
he
not.
was one of their best players.
No,
He
You
he's
was
forgot
on the
saying
about
plethora.
Ronaldo,
He
Ronaldinho.
was
No,
he was in the squad. He was on the plethora
Kleberson played.
of
No,
players. Uh,
Kleberson played all the games.
yeah, about 10 minutes of
Uh-huh.
each
Yeah.
game, or 9 or 8.
No.
Yes,
Kleberson started games.
he was.
In the
No, he
final,
was not a
Kleberson was.
starter.
We leave that topic. We shall come back to it when we have ample time. We get to the
okay.
point of the eyesight can lie. Kleberson
No,
was good.
it
He
can
came
lie
to United. He
non-footballers.
wasn't. In the Confederations Cup, they went and bought Eric Jemba Jemba. Remember when Mark Vivian Foy died that year? Jemba Jemba was very good as a CDM. Jemba Jemba was very good. Only to get to United, we, we all know
So
what happened.
you're trying
Okay?
to replace
So
Josh's
No, I'm
eyesight.
trying to tell
I
you,
want
yes, a player has half a season, and you guys are saying he's
Polo,
better than Declan
Polo,
Rice.
Polo. Let me tell you one thing. I
Well,
just want to help you understand one thing. Kleberson, while at the World Cup in 2002, started on the bench, played a few games, coming off the bench, but he played a pivotal role for Brazil winning that triumph only because he actually excelled in the few minutes that he had on the pitch, and eventually when he was given a chance. But the thing is, the eye test cannot lie because it showed you the type of player that Kleberson was in the very little time that you saw that player. And Kleberson was actually a very decent footballer. What happens to Kleberson when he comes to United? You should understand that in the early 2000s, South American players were not are very keen on coming to the Premier League because much as their home leagues are very physical and aggressive and stuff like that, they had never encountered the aggression in the Premier League. And the acclimatization to the places in the Premier League was always very difficult for them. They never took a liking to being in
Josh,
England, and yet they were very happy in Spain
And
and Italy
that's what I'm.
because
guys,
It
they
is
this
what I
acclimatized
was
much
that
telling
easier.
you.
Kleberson, we will get ample time. Come back to the
Yes.
Kleberson.
Now, Jemba, real quickly. Eric
Okay.
Jemba, while at United, guy ran himself bankrupt really too soon. So it was not a lack of talent of the player, but the Jadon Sancho like element of things off the pitch are the ones that
Mm.
caught up with him, and then he couldn't play
And
football.
Josh,
So
that
you
is what I'm
cannot
telling you.
blame
No, it is what I'm telling
the
you
eye
exactly.
test for having
See,
seen how good the player
you,
was.
Guys,
it is what I'm telling you. Half a season, this player can fail to adjust to this club, and we shall come back here and begin justifying the 1,000 reasons as to why he could have been a potential better than Declan Rice or
Yeah,
Caicedo,
yeah, yeah, yeah. Of
or
course, Declan Rice has like
he
5
has,
seasons at the top
and Declan
level,
Rice
and
well,
took over
you know.
from.
Teens in the comment section says Baleba is a better CDM than Rice, but not Rodri. Rodri is the Ballon d'Or win.
Nah.
Okay, let's get back to the discussion. I think we need to get time for that, guys. We need to really get time.
We
Your
shall
guest is a
get
nice.
time.
Your guest
Isaac,
is
I
a
have a
nice man,
question.
but he's just copying now. He knows it. 9 of those are better than. No,
None
none
of
of those
those.
are better than Baleba. Watching, but he goes on to say, watching Baleba is like watching an overrated video game
An
player on
overpowered
the
video
an
game player.
overpowered.
You're all
Baleba is
United
the
fans,
best.
and you're
Oh,
all
nah,
United.
nah.
But I do understand. I do
I
understand
think we
why
also have someone who
United
agrees with
fans
you
are
when it comes to
so.
Rodri, but Lavia, Rice, and Caicedo, Teams also said no, there is no way.
No, he's going to come. Baleba is coming.
I think defensive wise, Caicedo, I do
No,
understand.
but Baleba is
But
coming.
going
Caicedo,
forward, bro, running with the
Caicedo.
ball,
No,
Yeah, yeah,
covering.
yeah, yeah,
that's the thing. Chelsea
yeah,
doesn't need
yeah.
Caicedo to do that because they already
No,
have
but
players that are doing that.
yeah, but then
Josh, you guys are failing to get the
first
point.
of all,
Sometimes it's,
I
football
don't
is
know why
played
you're
in
looking at
system. No,
Carlos Baleba as a central mid, as a
I'm
central
not looking
defensive
at
midfielder,
Josh.
because
I'm
you're
not looking at
comparing him to
Carlos
Declan
Baleba as
Rice,
a
to
central.
Rodri, to
It is you guys doing that. Me, I'm
no.
not. Me, I'm telling you. My point from the very beginning was this: the United system doesn't need Baleba.
Baleba.
That was my point. It has nothing
That's
to do with his skill
No,
set.
actually, the
It has
system
nothing.
needs
You
Baleba.
see, if you don't let me explain, it will just stop in the middle, and then we shall get into
Okay.
something
Paulo.
different.
Paulo, why do you think the United system, the current system under Ruben Amorim, that is the
That
three
is what I
four
was
two
telling
one,
you.
doesn't
Yes,
suit or doesn't need Baleba?
it not that it doesn't suit. It doesn't
Mm,
need.
okay.
United has. We all agree. We break it down to positions, right?
Yeah.
The back line is being set up in the
Maybe
right way.
Polo, just
Okay.
a minute. Maybe to clarify, to add on his question, while you answer that, maybe you start by identifying and clearly spelling out the position that Carlos Baleba plays on the pitch. Then in the
Josh,
system that you
no,
want to address.
Just let him
you
explain.
listen to this. Identifying the system, we shall come to it later. The back line is being set up. First, we shall talk about this. I want to ask you guys why United is not bidding for Donnarumma, but that will come later
Yeah, we're
because you
going to
need
go
to
to
fix
that.
the goalkeeping issue. The back line is being set up, and if it all works out and Martinez is fit and Euro is fit and Delete is fit, it will be a very good back line with Heaven as a backup. Okay, so we go to the midfield. No, we skip the midfield because that is where Baleba is going to be. Okay, we fit in other positions. Then I show you why he won't fit. You have Ahmad and Dogu or Luke Shaw. You understand? Or Dalo or Mazarawi playing in the flanks like Amorim wants, and that is working. Any of those players I've mentioned can do it. Even this new boy Leon, any of those players can do the lines. Okay, so we go to the front. You have Cunha, Mbueno, Fernandez, Zaxe, and Sesko.
Mount.
I keep forgetting Mount is a footballer. And Mount, if he's fit, that is if he's fit. Okay? I keep forgetting he's a footballer because he's like Madison, but that's another story. And Mount. So that part is also fixed. What you need now, you need one of the midfielders that is going to help the defenders and a midfield that is going to link up with the strikers. Okay? Unless you're telling me Baleba is going to do the Fernandez, but he can't do the Ugarte better than Ugarte. That is to me, that is how I'm telling you, Baleba is very, very good, but he won't sit to pick the ball from the back line.
Yeah, but okay. I don't know.
Josh?
Me, I
Do
just
you do
want
you do you
I want
do,
to
do no
clarify.
you just want the player. You want the player,
No,
and the player
no,
is
no, no,
very
no. I
good.
want to
That
show you. Okay, you've given the reason why you think he cannot fit in the system. Now let me give you the reason why he will fit in that system, and why is the
yes.
most ideal player for Manchester United in that system. You do understand that Man United plays with a two-man midfield. You do
Mm,
understand that in the two-man midfield, the most important thing that the manager wants is athleticism. Manu Ugarte, even with the tactical discipline, the tactical and positional discipline he has as a CDM, and very good at recovering the ball, and is a bit tenacious here and there. He has limitations in his passing range and stuff like that, and he often gets tired. He doesn't see out games. Okay, so his concentration is off. Maybe he works so hard and gets tired in games. And Kobe Mainu lacks the athleticism to play as the other second midfielder. Okay, he needs a three-man midfield. He cannot play in a two. When you get Carlos Baleba in the side, who is a central midfielder who can also play as a CDM, he has the athleticism that you need in the side to do interceptions when you're recovering the ball, to actually get the other boxer are really quick, and to do the things that we
Great.
thought that a lot of the midfielders we've had have not been able to do. So for me, the energy that he's going to bring to that midfield is the reason that he plays. And I would rather that he partners Manu Ugarte other than Bruno Fernandes. But it will be
Well,
interesting to see how Ruben
sorry.
Amorim partners him with Fernandes.
Nigel says Baleba for me is genetically the perfect bowler, the perfect footballer. Speed, power, touch, awareness, strength, IQ, passing, shooting. I have 10 Balebas. I would have 10 Balebas and Allison, and I would win the league every year.
Damn,
You know,
this is one. He's one Baleba fan. I am
no,
becoming a fan
actually,
of him for him being a fan of Baleba.
Baleba is a combination of Busquets, Seedorf, and Zidane.
My good lord, that
Ah,
is what is wrong with you guys?
nice one,
And
man.
Zidane.
Okay, yeah. We're
What
gonna
is
buy
wrong with you
Baleba.
guys?
No, what he's telling you, he's being
In
Yeah,
his
yeah,
honest.
yeah,
He
yeah.
likes
opinion,
I would,
the player.
I would compare, I would
Baleba's style of
compare
play
his
is
style of
compared
play
to
to
Sancho.
Conte. Yeah, I would also compare his style
Footyverse,
of play
what
to
up? What up,
Conte.
Footyverse? It's been a while.
What
It's been
up,
a while. Footyverse. Don't
Footyverse? Yeah, the
the,
Argentina man is back.
Polo, where have you gone? The Argentina man is back. He's coming back. He's coming back. Nashofan says Amorim has demands that we get Baleba, so the system must need him. I understand. Yeah, he informed the board that his ideal signing this summer, especially when it comes to the midfield, that is Carlos Baleba, and we are waiting on to see. I mean, I can't. I know Omar Berada, Jason Wilcox are going all out. They have to find.
I
They
told
have to
you,
find a way, to get this deal
I
done,
told
man.
you, I
Seriously.
told you. All we need is for you to tell us that I choose United, and then we
And
pounce.
Sakalos, what? Sakalos. Okay, he's talking about Baleba.
Num
Num,
como Baleba.
Okay, that's I think his other
Remember
name.
that name.
Cunha, shout out to you, Cunha. It's been a while. Max
Acuna
TV, shout out
Matata.
to you. It's been a while. Where have you guys been? And you all come at once,
Man,
you
where you
disappear
been
at
at?
once.
Where's Emmy Prola at?
Amy
And you
Prowler
guys
is with
came actually at the
Amy
same
Prowler
time.
linked up with Dre in
Are you
Chicago.
sure?
I
Oh
don't
my
know. It's
God,
rumored.
Dre, I'ma kill you, man.
Shout out to you, Cunha. Shout out to you, Cunha Matata. He says, I am Baleba, long time no see. Man, you've been hiding. You've been hiding. You've been hiding. Uh, then the Argentina man, don't run. Okay. That is you, by the way, Polo.
I'm here.
Sa MBE, Obey, yeah? CBE, Colonel, General, Admiral, Carlos. Then I'm happy. I'm just happy Rasmus is getting loaned. By the way, we are going to come to that. In fact, let's switch to that. He's getting loaned to Italy, Josh. Once again, guys, please do subscribe, turn on the notifications. Josh, yeah, the loan deal.
Yeah,
Rasmus Hojlund has been stubborn. If you remember, I think you saw the rant that the former AC Milan keeper put up. Rather, did say yesterday. After Rasmus Hojlund, I think he felt like he was disrespecting the club, so he had to go all out on Rasmus Hojlund, where he said, "If Milan comes calling, you don't ask any questions. You just go and join Milan." I mean, they came in, but they want to take the play on loan, and I think it will be a great, a great service, or rather, he would do great service that side in Italy. He's already proven he can adapt so fast. He was in Atlanta, so him going back to Italy, I think it's a good thing. It will be a great deal for him. But it looks like the player does not want to go back to Italy. He would prefer to stay at Man United and fight for his place against the likes of Shesko. You know, there's a loan
unfortunate.
deal in place, 6 million euros, and for the fee when it comes to the loan, and also I think close to 45 million euros option to buy for Rasmus Hojlund, but he's saying otherwise.
Yo, bro. I mean, for Rasmus Hojlund, I don't know why he actually. I know the reason that he wants to stay in the Premier League.
And the
He
club is not
that he
pushing him, by the way. It's him.
Yeah,
I
I
think
know
they.
the reason that he doesn't want to go to Italy, because he would rather remain in the Premier League, because he sees a future eventually at
Mm.
Manchester United. Because if you do leave the Premier League and you go on a loan deal in Italy, it's not preparing you for any better chance for you to remain at United. But if, say, you are involved in the deal for Carlos Baleba and you end up at Brighton, maybe you will gain some Premier League experience, and Manchester United will be maybe attracted to bring you back at some point. But for me, I think this is the end of the road for Rasmus Hojlund at Manchester United. I mean, it is not going to be a very bitter divorce, but I think it's time that we part our ways. I think Rasmus Hojlund should accept the loan deal and go to Italy. AC Milan is a traditional club. It is a legacy club. I mean, you would want to play for AC Milan. So actually, I agree with the former president. If AC Milan calls, you do answer, man.
Polo,
Yeah,
Polo.
yeah.
I don't know. It's getting dark away, and I would love to see you very well because
Yeah,
you're
you gotta
Let
get
me set up
closer,
my
man.
studio. Give me a
okay.
second. Let me set up my studio.
Okay. Once again, guys, please do subscribe, turn on the notifications. YK Romeo, where have you guys been? Weibu,
I
where have you
know.
guys been? Huh?
Wake Romeo. Wagwan, wagwan, wagwan.
Tuki
Oh my
Ismail,
God.
shout out to you, Tuki Ismail. Well, things to say is if Baleba joins Man United, you will see how he makes the balance, how he makes balance the team. Then Nature fan says, did he just say he can't do Ugarte and better than Ugarte? I didn't get that. I think it was still well, that is Paul for you guys. They call him the Arsenal guy, Argentina guy, but I know he
I
loves and supports Barcelona, but he's always
I
controversial.
Ati Baleba's strength makes VVD look like Mickey Mouse. Yo, nice fan. We better sign Baleba is all what you're saying, man.
Let's wait and see. Yeah, back to Max CV where he said he's happy Rasmus Hojlund is getting the. I think I've watched enough.
Oh,
I've watched
oh.
enough of Rasmus Hojlund, and I
Max
don't want to
TV
watch.
too. Yo, you guys. So you guys just ditched the states like that, eh? And you ditched us for the states, and you're back now.
Once again, guys, please do
But
subscribe.
good to have
Adieri,
you back. Good to have you back.
Adieri, Isaac, Josh, Malik. I don't know what's happening at Newcastle, but I know you have to get your house in order. Isaac is going. He doesn't want to train with you guys. He's trying to force a move
Yeah,
to
Polo, we good. We good.
Liverpool. We're
to
good now.
Liverpool.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's 140. If it's 140 million, what do you care? Sell the player. Get a better player very fast before the window closes. There are
Yo,
players there.
bro, I think it's because Newcastle is owned by those Arabs. So I mean, they are a bit
But also,
forthcoming. They're a bit forthcoming with the things that they do. Okay, so I mean, they might let it go. But if ADL, the guy at Napoli, was the owner of Newcastle, and
mm,
Isak attempted to do the things that he's doing, Dolorentes doesn't joke. I mean, Isak would sit a whole season before a World Cup,
hey,
bro. Oh, that guy don't joke, man.
I know he's crazy. He's
He
crazy.
once
Yeah,
threatened
but
Napoli players. He threatened Napoli players to pay them out of their contracts and just go. As in, like you're ruining my business. Like just
I love,
leave, leave.
I
I
love
want you
this
to leave.
channel. You guys do such a great job. Shout outs to you, Niger fan. Shout outs to you. Then he says, if Baleba joins Man United, you'll see how he makes. Yo, by the way, I think
Balance the team, Leo.
I think at
Balance
this
the
point, I
board.
would say Baleba is the only Man United. Rather, Baleba is the only player we've been linked to that if the club went out and paid 100 million pounds, fans don't
The
care.
fans wouldn't. Yeah.
And I gave examples, Paul. I gave examples. Yes,
Yeah,
I know
the
you said
fans
the other
love
guys
yeah,
had
Baleba.
won
and
something.
see,
The other guys had
The
won
fans love
something.
no,
I do
what I
Baleba
was
hear you.
telling
before
you,
us.
I do
what I
hear
was
you.
telling you,
Yeah.
is me. I always look at it from the point of the player. Okay,
Mm,
Baleba, 100 million in this current market. Actually, 100 million is very little.
mm.
They should have asked for more because they know United is desperate in the current market. Okay, because people are giving out money to players. I do not understand, and money is just moving. But for a player to come in into Man United with everything we know is going on with Man United, for
Mm.
that big a price tag, a lot is going to be expected of you. You understand? And if he comes short in any way, the fans are not going to forgive him. You understand? In the first, let me break it down for you. The person right now with the biggest pressure on him is Yokeres joining Arsenal. If Yokeres doesn't
I
make,
think also
if it
Florian V.
if it doesn't make, nah, Vitz plays a brand of football where you need to know football to understand how good he is or how bad he is.
He didn't
Gyökeres
have
will
to
expect
score
goals
100
from you.
goals.
See, yes,
Mm.
Gyökeres will expect goals. If Gyökeres doesn't give about 20 goals, yeah,
I think
everybody is going to be
18
on him.
EPL goals would be okay. 18 EPL, not all competitions,
Yes, yes.
but he has to
If
give
you
us more
didn't
than
do that, everybody exactly why the transfer of Gyökeres and the price tag and what United was doing. So I told you guys Gyökeres won't go to United in the beginning, and all you were looking at me
That you
like
were
what
shaking,
18. Eh?
as in
Yeah, no,
Footibus.
as
Dr.
as
Footibus
as
remembers you were shaking because
yeah.
Gyökeres was close to joining United.
No, no, I was seated in a very
Thank you,
comfortable chair
Nigel
that
fan.
was
Thank you,
massaging
brother.
me.
Shout out to
That is
you.
why
Keep
it was
prosper
shaking.
as in the sets for
Oh,
preseason. We didn't
No,
welcome
see
back,
the
man.
thing
Eden.
Thanks
is,
for cheering the team, guys.
That's six.
huh?
Matuga State. Uh,
The thing is for me, Baleba at 70 million, okay, would be one of the best players United has signed in a very long time. Baleba at 110, 105 is going to have is going to have very heavy shoes to fill, which is going to put undue burden on him, okay,
see,
and it will take him a couple of games to settle into the team. Because as we speak, United is going to have 5 or 6 new players.
that's okay. That's fine. I mean, Arsenal
You
already has
understand?
7. His brother is
Eh,
close to making 7.
Arsenal,
Sunderland just signed a
Arsenal.
whole team.
See, Arsenal has an entire
I know.
system they have been playing with. United is not Sunderland. You've told me if you sign Baleba, you're talking top 4.
Yep.
Do you get what I'm trying to
Yeah,
show
but
you? We're
we're in
talking top
top four
4.
conversation
See,
now, bro.
Josh, that is what you just said that Uganda will win the Africa Cup of Nations. See, you're saying very funny things today, and I don't know why.
No, but
You know, I
you
don't say
no
funny
United.
things.
No, but
It's not in
United.
the top 4
No,
conversation.
you win the top four
Even
conversation,
with
bro.
if no,
No,
even with
we in
Realistically,
the
where
Baleba,
do
top
you
you're
four
see Man
wrong.
United
conversation.
finish? Where do you
No,
see?
no.
No, Paul. Okay, let's
Huh?
try to be realistic. Assuming we
Yes,
sign Baleba, okay. Remember,
yes,
our front three, we've moved from Garnacho, Rasmus Hojlund,
yes,
and
Rashford,
yes.
no, not
Rashford,
okay, Rashford. Who else? Someone else. I'm
Sancho,
forgetting. And Sancho,
Anthony.
there's someone else. Anthony. That
Yeah,
was our.
Yes.
That's how we've been to Seshko or Shesko in the middle. You have Mbomo as your right wing forward and Cunha as your left wing forward. Now,
with the
if you
chef
get
behind them.
okay, the chef, of course, that's the catalyst, Bruno Fernandes, Portuguese Magnifico.
Magnifico.
Do not forget the right
Mm.
wing back has Amad Diallo. Okay. The left wing back has a kid who's going to blow EPL next season in
Yo,
Patrick Dogu.
don't make me
Yeah.
ask
He has
this
given
question
he
because
has
I'll
given
tell
us
you.
no listen. I'm just saying, why would
Mm,
you I mean with all those players that I've mentioned, assuming also Baleba joins the crew, where do you see United finish?
Chumvi.
Where do you see
Carlos
United
Baleba,
finishing next season?
Chumvi.
The man says njagala Baleba and negatteko tusobole okulya amatooke amalungi.
Webo.
Where do you see Baleba next season?
see, Isaac,
Not Baleba,
the
sorry,
reason
United.
why, no, the reason why United would still not be in the top 4 is all the top 4 teams that I mentioned, which is Chelsea, Liverpool, City, and Arsenal,
I
have a
think City is
system
going to struggle.
that has been set, that has
Mm.
worked for a
For
couple
years.
of seasons. United
Yeah.
is going to set up an entire new system with new
Yeah.
players. So it won't
Yeah.
work this season because
Yeah.
those 4 are going to be there. Which team is United going to upset? Chelsea is better set up than United.
You're going to
Arsenal
upgrade.
is way
Yeah.
better set up than
You're really
Arsenal.
rating that.
Liverpool is way better set up than United. You
Yeah, but
understand? Man
we are
City is
Manchester
better set up than
United. We are
United.
Manchester
So if you're
United. I
telling me
mean,
top 4 includes a fifth team, which I don't even think you're going to get, I do believe you'll be around 6.
which other two teams are better than United outside the top 4?
Then you're going to have very many teams you're equal to. Spurs, Aston Villa, Newcastle, depending on who comes. The Premier League being what it is, that last season it gave us Nottingham Forest. So you never know who
Well,
they are going to give us this season.
let's wait.
Eh?
Let's wait. Let's wait for
Yeah,
what you say when Mikel Arteta is fired before December.
of course he can get fired. If he doesn't win a trophy, he should get fired.
No, that this time, I mean, they'll fire him for benching Gyökeres.
Yo.
If he benches Joker, Josh,
That's
then
fun.
he should get
Because he
fired.
wants to play
See
Kai Havertz.
me,
He wants to play
I
Kai
live in
Havertz. He wants to
one of
play
the things Jose
Jesus.
Mourinho used to
And he
say.
wants to play Merino.
I know, of course, Josh, you're saying something funny. You have
I
not
think
watched an Arsenal game where he has
he
played
has moved.
Merino.
No, Josh is
No,
being
oh,
Since
he's
he's been
Jokeres
playing
trained with
Moreno.
us, no, he has been
Yeah,
playing the games.
no, Merino has been playing even Jokeres on the
Which
pitch.
game? Which games? Because Jokeres started the
Merino,
first 2 games
Merino,
that he
the
was
game they
available.
beat
The first
the
game when
Villarreal.
Josh, the first game Jokeres came in, played 13 minutes. The next
Okay,
game he played 64 minutes.
let's say
This
that's
game
not
where he scored a
important.
goal,
mm,
it was
Let's say that's not
about what
important
60,
because
65, 64. So he has
okay.
started the games where they actually put Havertz before Merino.
Paul, back to my
Yes,
point. Where do you see Man United finish? Give me a position. Give
top
me 2 or
six.
3.
No,
Top 6.
six,
Okay,
six.
that's
See,
fair.
United is fighting for 6 and 8. Okay, 8, 7,
Wow.
6,
Top 6,
5.
okay. I
Yeah,
do
that is
understand.
where you'll be.
Nothing like it. Really? Are we that bad? I
You're not
understand
that
you
good.
make very
No,
good
you're not that
arguments when
bad.
you
You're just
say
not that good.
these teams already have a system in place that has already shown
Yes,
glimpses. And with Amorim, it's entirely a new
yes.
system. The front three needs to work out to gel and get the chemistry. You have Baleba coming into the midfield also, who needs to understand. But again, you're forgetting two of the forwards, Mbomo and Cunha, are EPL proven. So at least it's not going to be too much of an issue. Then you have Baleba. If he also comes through, he's also EPL proven. At least he's played in the EPL. So I don't think it's going to take too much of a time. But the only problem I see at Man United that really worries me is the Onana problem. That's the only problem
oh
that I see.
nah, boy,
No,
what's
living Onana,
Yeah.
that
but
guy,
from
that
one of the
guy.
things that we can use in English is you're not that bad. You're just
Mm,
not that good.
I get.
You understand? You're not
Mhm.
yet that good. Now, given a
Yeah.
season under your belt, if you do not get into some disease that fires Almorin, because he'll be competing for top 6, top 7, top 8, if they don't get to fire him, you might have a chance next season to be in the conversation, not to be in the top 4, to be in the conversation for top 4.
Just
2028
let
is
me
when we
finish.
win the league.
That is when you will be in the conversation. As of Onana, I keep telling Josh, and I've said this to Bertram, you and anybody that would like to hear, I would like to test Onana with a proper backline.
No,
Yeah, I hope you test him. I hope you
Yesterday, I
test him
want
at Barcelona.
At a particular point in
guys,
Barcelona, we had a goalkeeper called Pinto, and Pinto was our goalkeeper. Okay, but we had a set-up backline. Pinto was very awful as a goalkeeper, by the way. That is why I'm using him as a reference. He was second to Valdez at the time. Pinto came in and played for us about 19 games when Valdez got an injury against Monaco, Marseille. I think it was Monaco. And Pinto had about 6 or 7 clean sheets because the backline was set. Onana has never had a proper backline.
I
He
wish
keeps fumbling between
I wish he ends up
players
at
and systems that
Barcelona
don't
and
work.
you try him in a settled backline. And you get a feel. I wish he ends up at Barcelona so you get a feel of a settled
I
backline
watched
with
the goals
Onana.
he
Now we already
conceded
have 2
last season.
goalkeepers that are very good. We have Garcia, Tastegan, and Chesney. So
I
we're
watched the
good. We
goals
want.
last
Yeah,
season, and
Mm.
I don't think it was nice. I don't think it was
I
nice.
know. There's nothing they whatever would do.
I don't think it's nice. Once again, please do subscribe, turn on the notification. There's a bit of background. I don't know it.
Yeah, from you.
Okay, carry on, carry on. I think it's
Yeah, it's you, bro.
yeah.
Oh, okay, we better now.
Okay, once again, guys, please do subscribe, turn on the notifications. Josh, sorry, I got a bit distracted. Once again, please do subscribe, guys, turn on the notifications. We have Dre saying Baleba plays his midfield like Alex Weiss from Fumbiro. Say experience. Freedom fighter should go now. Then also earlier on, of course, Nigel saying he now supports Cameroon. I didn't see that one coming. Then Tyler
Oh,
is Tyler
it
is
was
back. Emmy Prowl is back.
Tyler
I
is
don't know where
back.
you guys have been.
Ah, come on.
I don't
Come
know whether
on,
you guys have
guys.
been, you know. But yeah,
Tyler
good to have you,
FIFA, what up?
everyone.
What up?
Josh, the situation with Onana, I understand United really tried. I mean, they've tried to make moves, but the only way they can they can bring in a keeper who is a starter is if Onana leaves, and because you cannot bring in another player like Donnarumma and you have Onana on the bench. I mean, it doesn't make sense with the amount of how much was he bought for? Close to 40 million pounds, something like that.
At this
But I
point, it's
mean,
not even the money that he
and
was bought.
and Enrique has made it clear Donnarumma he's a very good keeper. He's a top world class player, but unfortunately, he's not the kind of player or the kind of goalkeeper he needs for his team. So, of course, we saw his agent ranting. Donnarumma also put up a rather a statement. What's your way forward to this? I mean, do you think United should still go in, or no? We should settle with what Paul was saying. Just get a better backline and settle with Onana.
No, 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 no chance, no chance. I would rather that we have a new goalkeeper if we can have an opportunity to let Andre Onana leave. I hope that we explore that avenue and Andre Onana leaves the club so we can be able to pay the high wages of Donnarumma, because Donnarumma is on really high wages, and I mean he's in about 375 euros, 75,000 euros per week. I mean that's quite high, and you know, when you sign a player like that and you're giving him the type of wages, then he's going to disorganize the whole dressing room, because every time a player has to renew their contract, they're going to use that as a base for them to get the money that they would want to have in their new contract. So unless Man United manages to bring down the wages of Donnarumma, I don't see how we are going to sign Donnarumma. And Man City might be very close to closing the deal for Donnarumma.
I think he's headed to, and they just signed Trafford. You know, they
I
just
Yeah,
signed
know.
but
Trafford.
Trafford. Yeah, but Donnarumma is another level. He's a
I know.
very, very high
This who
level.
says, why don't you talk about Angelo Stella? He's a better player in the Bundesliga. He will be the next Tony Kroos. He's talking about the defensive midfielder who plays
Yeah,
for, I
yeah,
think,
we did one Steeler the other season,
Yeah,
the
he
Eric
plays for
Ten Hag
Stuttgart.
season. We did
Mm.
look at Angelo Steeler.
But I don't think right now we are going to be getting him.
No,
Angelos,
we
no,
are
there's no
we
way
we are
he'll be.
not looking at. I don't think we are looking at a traditional or CDM in the sense, because um
Tyler.
this Ruben Amorim is not looking for that player.
Yeah, I also think he's okay with two CMs for as long as they
Yeah, he's okay with two
execute what
CMs.
he wants. Sinan
Exactly, they
says
have a
midfield
high
king
energy.
OHT where Prince Baleba is all we need. There we go. Foodiverse says Uncle Jazz wearing that nice shirt and tie like Mbomo on his signing day. He must be dressed really nice because secretly he's our agent.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And Carlos Baleba is coming through.
Yeah, he's coming through. That is Nature Fan. Nature Fan, I
Nine
liked your
Nation fan.
submissions today. Crazy. Emmy Prowler, how are you? It's been a while. It's been a while. Tyler FIFA,
Cheers,
I'm
cheers.
still waiting for you to give me your username and I whoop you.
Yeah. Oh,
Then
now that
Foodiver
he's
says,
back.
yeah, everyone is coming back. Nature Fan says, Paul, mate, you've got Rice Zubimendi, who I think
Who are
why
they
are they
compared to
compared
Sir Obi
to
OBE,
to Baleba?
Mr. Baleba? I answer no
I told you,
one.
no, I told you, these are some of the things where you go and begin listening to somebody interpret the Bible in a very funny way, or the Quran in a very funny way. You cannot put, you cannot name any midfielder and put Baleba in the same breath. Baleba is half a
Uh,
season.
Ah,
He's
come
half a
on.
Paul,
season.
Nation
Paul,
fan, man. Are you a
You
bot?
guys, Baleba,
May I agree
Baleba
with
is half
you?
a
Listen, Paul,
season.
may I agree with you when you say, I mean, when you make a case and you say it's still too early to do
Exactly.
what? But again, you cannot
The
say you
names
cannot
you
put them
throw,
in the same
yo,
breath
no,
between your two
the
players.
reason no, the reason I'm telling you this, you guys, the names you're picking up, you're not picking up names like Bruno Gimenez, okay? You're not picking up names like
Sandro
Douglas Luiz.
Tonali.
You're not talking about Tonali
Douglas
or
Lewis.
this new.
Douglas Lewis is yesterday's news.
And no, he's still a midfielder. You're not talking about
Yeah, but
Palinha, João Palinha. You're talking about the real midfielders. If you're talking about Zubimendi, Josh, you loved Zubimendi for a very long time before he joined Arsenal.
Until he
I
joined
do.
Okay,
Arsenal.
you guys,
No, no, no.
yes,
I
until he
still
joined
do.
Arsenal.
Josh,
Wait,
No,
wait,
no, no. I
until
still
he
do,
joined
bro.
Arsenal. You
Give me
see,
your
you were
smash.
raving and
I
talking
still
and
do.
saying all these kinds of things till he joined Arsenal. Now
No,
he's
I
a bit
do.
of
I do
a
love that. No, no.
midfielder.
I do love the
Okay,
player.
Declan Rice, Declan Rice. Okay, you guys are throwing out Rodri, you're throwing out
Global
Caicedo,
boy is
you throw
fucked up,
yo.
bro. Where's
Anyway,
the
I said,
conglomerate?
Newcastle,
Baleba.
what? You just said Newcastle will be better than us. But did you say that? How did I miss that?
I just told you guys will be playing. You'll be playing in the same field. Newcastle, Aston Villa, Tottenham, Man U. Actually, these people, mainly you and Tottenham, play in the same field. You're normally
Maybe that
around each other.
explains
You have
what
a
Josh.
partnership that doesn't
Maybe
work.
that explains what Josh has been saying a few days that United's competition right now is not Arsenal, it's not Liverpool, it's not City, it's not, it's around the same, right?
I
Newcastle,
mean,
Aston Villa.
whatever,
But that was
whatever
before
Paul.
we signed those players.
Yes, but
We
I don't
still
Even
know
when
need
you
what
them
Paul
sign
now.
is
them,
talking. I don't know what Paul is talking about because even when you say those teams are much settled and they've had these seasons in them and stuff like that, I think we are the best of the rest. I don't see how
that makes you top
any
five.
of the rest. Yeah,
No,
I
that
don't.
makes you top five, not top four. See, the question was top four. That makes you top five. Okay, that's why I told you. You guys are playing around 8, 7, 6, and 5, depending on who
Mm.
the Premier League gives us. You know, the Premier League, there's always a surprise team. Last season, we had Nottingham Forest. Nottingham Forest showed up, and
Ac-
there was this.
Actually, to me, my surprise team was last season was Crystal Palace. I mean, they've always shown glimpses of, but the fact that they did go, win the FA, and even right now they just beat City again. Was it,
Mm,
sorry?
mm.
Yeah, but Nottingham Forest is also there. They're also in the same sentence. They performed
And
so well.
Nottingham Forest, till about
Chris
the last
Wood, how
weekend.
old is Chris
Huh?
Wood? Around 30 years? He
Yeah,
scored goals back to back.
nah, but that's not a striker.
No, he's not. I'm just saying, as you said, surprise.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
So now you're getting back from what I was telling you. United is a 8-7-6-5 team.
no. But see,
Okay.
I do agree with you. But okay, I would have agreed with you. But now that we've changed the whole front three, again, I've
It
told you,
doesn't
we've
matter.
upgraded
It
from the
doesn't
likes of
matter.
Sancho, Rasmus Hojlund,
See,
and Anthony
I
this side, or Rashford this
I
side,
I
and now you see we have Mbomo, Shesko, and Cunha. Now in the midfield, if we get Baleba, I think we are going to do well, Josh. Rather, Paul. I'm being realistic.
you will
We are
know.
okay.
Yes,
Maybe
yes,
not
yes,
in the
yes,
top
yes,
four.
yes, yes.
Maybe not in the top four, but guaranteed, if everything goes the way it's supposed to go. I'm only worried with the injuries. We are going to be where we're supposed to be, and I
Rule,
know I
rule,
said
rule,
top
rule,
six.
rule number one is nothing
Mm,
ever goes the way it is. There's
no
I don't know if there's
injury.
an outcast song. There's an outcast song called Miss Jackson. In Miss
Mm,
Jackson, Andre 3000 says,
mm,
"You can
mm,
paint a pretty picture, but you can never predict the what? A pretty picnic, but you can never predict the weather." Okay,
mm,
so United, as of
mm.
now, yeah,
Yeah.
as of now, as we speak,
Mm.
you're not you're not top five, top. You're not guaranteed top five material. You understand? Depending on how Spurs comes, or Aston
Top
Villa
four, I do
comes, or
agree, but you
Newcastle
never know,
comes,
anything can
top
happen.
five, you've gone to anything can happen. You understand? We are saying guaranteed because I
Okay,
gave you the top
guaranteed
four.
six,
The
seven,
top four is
guaranteed.
guaranteed. Exactly. Now
Six,
you're
seven is
speaking. You're
guaranteed.
speaking like a football.
Not
You're speaking
eight.
like a football fan.
6, 7 is guaranteed because I know
You
we're
were
going to improve. By the
13. You were
okay,
13. So eight is
first,
an improvement from last season.
okay, a quick one. Let me first go through Footiverse. Even with all our signings, Onana still makes me nervous. He makes me shake like that. That's what Josh was talking about earlier. I think they call you the Argentina man because last time you
As in
came.
an Argentine jersey. Yeah.
Mm, don't stop. Then Josh Cunha is asking a question. How confident do you guys feel that Shesko can score 15 goals more than 15 goals
I,
next
I
season?
don't
Well,
think he will.
no,
Oh
all
yeah,
competitions or EPL.
EPL. He will
EPL.
score. He will score
No.
15 goals in the
Yo,
EPL.
see,
I'm not
this
so
this is
sure
what
That
I
about
guy
told
has a
you.
EPL.
thunderbolt. He has
See,
a
This,
I'm not
thunderbolt.
sure about
Josh, you
EPL,
listen
but
to
I
what
think
you're
he will
saying.
score more than 15 goals. He might not
Yeah.
exceed 20 goals, but it's not. I'm not sure. It could be all around. I mean, all
No,
competitions.
EPL 15. He can get them. I'm confident. I'm on everything that
Get
the
a boss, you
manager
will.
has done. Everything the
Mm,
manager has done is actually to look at a way that his team can be able to score goals and better their odds than last season. He's brought in 3 players at the front, looking at the creative area of the pitch to be able to give Man United much more. And I think that with the help of Brani Mbumo, Matias Cunha, and Bruno Fernandes behind him, we shall be able to get those goals. I mean, this is a guy who can score all sorts of goals. I mean, he can fly, he can shoot, he has a power strike on him, he can tap it in from close range. He has precision finishes. He has precision finishes. He's powerful. He can bully defenders. I mean, he's a proper bowler. He's a proper bowler, and I do believe he can score those goals.
You're doing it again. He's a proper prospect.
No, he's not a prospect.
He's a proper prospect.
Yeah, okay, maybe when you're 22 years, you're a prospect. But he's a guy. So a prospect can't score 15 goals. A prospect can't score. What are you? What type of prospect are you? Are you Garnacho?
You do this to United fans.
No, you're not Garnacho. You're not Garnacho. You're not looking at a player. He's not as poor as Garnacho. He's not as poor as Rasmus Hojlund.
He's a very good prospect.
We should get back our money from the guy. We should get back our money from the guy who scouted Rasmus Hojlund, because when you see the instincts of the player in the penalty area, he should never have been
but Sesko doesn't have instincts in the penalty area. His goals don't come in the penalty area. Josh,
he has
most of his goals.
Improved. You're talking about most of the goals you've seen in the highlights, but if you see the player play, he has improved his penalty area instinct that he can be able to play on the back of defenders. He can shield them off. Wait, it's just Sunday. Wait, you see what the Salibas do.
He's not going to play. Sesko will not play on Sunday.
Oh yeah, but Fulham.
Now you look at Chiveru having dreams. Anyway, it is very good to have dreams. One of the greatest writers said it is important. Human beings, we live by hope. If you take the hope away, then life has no meaning. So it is good to have hope of United wins the EPL. Something is wrong with the EPL.
That's what decided to join United despite no European football, and that's like overall. It's pure faith, bro. Look,
pure faith.
Paul, about that, Paul.
I do love Sesko.
In a minute, Paul.
Yeah.
We've had players turn down clubs that are offering more money, turn down clubs that have European football next season, competition for Man United. The first one is Sesko. Newcastle were willing to pay slightly a few more pounds compared to what United paid in terms of the price to Leipzig, the agent fees, and also were willing to offer a slightly higher salary. You get? Now, this guy turned down Newcastle, whatever they had for Man United. Mbumo. I'm not really going to talk about Spurs, but Arsenal at one point is rumored to have been there.
Rumored
for him. Yeah, it's rumored. He said no. Newcastle, yes, they did. They also have the same thing. Champions League, blah blah blah. Cunha confirmed. Arsenal was really interested in Matheus Cunha. Okay. Steve, again, what do you think is? Forgetting about the. Forgetting about how big United is globally. Don't you think that for all these players to turn down such clubs that are willing to offer maybe more in terms of wages? By the way, I say wages because this time it's not about money. Bomo is only earning 150 million pounds. Sorry, 150,000. Cunha is 180. Sesko is 160. Compared to how it would have been back then, if we had the Woodwards, it would have been
the Woodwards would be giving them 400.
Don't you?
That was money laundering.
Don't you think there is a good project that Man United is trying to build, that every time they sit down with a player and they sell it to him, he's ready to turn down Champions League and come to Man United?
I'm going to give it to you this way. No, I'm going to give it to you this way. United is a Lamborghini with busted tires. So if you're giving me a Romeo, no a Vitz, I'm still taking the Lamborghini because it is still going to move. You understand? United is such a big club that I told you the fan base alone, the marketability of being a United player. You look, do you realize Maguire has been at United for almost 6 years now?
And it's
He
sad.
refused to move. He refused
But
to move
even right
even when
now we
West Ham
haven't.
was taking him. The element of Newcastle is coming for you. Newcastle is a club, but it's a mediocre club. And it will always be. Even when it wins, it will always be. United is a big club. United has heritage of, I can be like David Beckham. Okay? I can be the next Cristiano Ronaldo. I can be like Rio Ferdinand. United has people. Newcastle, we shall name Alan Shearer. United
David
bought Alan
Ginola.
Smith. Yeah, David Ginola. United bought Alan Smith from there. Leboff was there at some time. But
No,
this
Alan
is not,
Smith we bought from Leeds.
yeah, from Leeds, yes, sorry. This is not what
There was
United
Jermaine
is.
Jenas.
United is even bigger than Man City. Man City has won more trophies in the past 12 years, but United is still bigger. A player might, I'm not saying would, but might choose to play at United, and that's one. Two, the players United bought, they bought into the project of the coach. The coach is building a project, and he went out, cited players that fit in his system. Though me, I do believe you're top heavy at the front. I do believe you're top heavy. I want to see how he's going to work around it. You guys are saying, me personally, if you're playing 2 10s, I would play Zaxe and Cunha.
No. Yeah, that's why
I
you're
said
not.
me.
There's a question of
Yeah, that's
Exactly.
why
I
you're
said
not.
me.
That's why you're not
I
Ruben
said me.
Amorim.
Yes, that's why I'm not. But I've told you me. I didn't say Ruben
that's
Amorim
his
should.
opinion. That's his
I've said
opinion.
me. It's
Yeah.
my opinion. Now,
Yeah, and
United is a bit.
where
It
would
is
you
a
play
bit.
2 10s? Where would you play
Because
Zaxi?
you're going to play 2 10s. You're going to play Cunha and Bueno.
Yeah, where would you play
And those two
Zaxi?
tens,
Where
to
would you
me,
play
Zaxe
Zaxi?
he has better ball feet than Bueno.
Yeah, yeah. Don't you see now? The reason that Imbumo plays there is because he's left-footed, not
I
because
have
of
Ahmad.
the fleet.
Ahmad is going to me.
No,
Ahmad is going to be anyway. Josh, you're
but you've
taking me
said
away from the
Zaxi. You've
point.
not said
No, Josh,
Ahmad.
Auntie,
Just let the man first drive his point.
you're taking me away from the point because you're saying that it is an entire system to remove him. Because when I was watching the weekend game, of the games I've watched, Ahmad is being played way back as compared to where I would want him to be, where he would be most productive when he's more up front. Anyway, that's not the point. The point being, for seasons to come, players are still going to choose United over very many small clubs. Okay? It is like Madrid coming to call a player. The player is going to go. It doesn't even matter where he's going to play in that team. He's going
Regardless
to
of how
go.
they perform.
Okay. See, when Madrid came calling for Trent Arnold, there was nothing to do. Trent Arnold is a Liverpool boy, but he had to go because Madrid has come calling. If United comes calling, it's one of those heritage clubs we have grown up knowing. Okay, it's like here in our country now we have a couple of clubs now. If somebody plays for Villa or Express or Vipers, that person might be something. Because you have people, it is easier to get to a national team if you're playing for United. You understand? Onana is chartered a private jet from Uganda to Cameroon, and then he's brought back, and then all those things. Onana, my favorite goalkeeper, Onana, because as an opposing team, you start with a 1-0 if Onana is in the goal. At any moment.
And the way he's telling you that the back line is the problem.
No, the backline has always been a problem, but Onana too has his own problem. That is why I was telling you guys, why are you not bidding for Donnarumma? Do you understand? Because I do believe if Donnarumma is
Donnarumma has his
available,
problems.
go out and get him.
Donnarumma has his problems.
Well,
but
once again, guys,
that would be my take.
Subscribe, turn on the notifications. Akunya Matata earlier on said Baleba coming to Old Trafford means Casemiro can stop finally running around like he's chasing a chicken in the village. Then testimony, shout out to you, testimony, shout out to you. Thank God I can now confidently wear the Man United jersey everywhere I go. Tyler says he's happy now to be a Man United fan. Then Global Boy said screw Zubikiti. I think that is Prince Baleba. Then Waika Romeo says prediction for the first game of the season and what will be the score. Argentina Uncle, Jazz, and Josh, please let me know. By the way, we're going to come back tomorrow with a preview. But Josh, real quick, what's your score? What's your prediction? Man United versus Arsenal. Just a prediction. We'll
Yeah,
come down.
it's a bit difficult game. I think 2-2.
4?
See, I didn't mean to laugh. 2-2, it seems like one of those dreams they just had of Manu will win the EPL.
I think it will be 3-1
Personally, I
in favor
do
of
believe it might be a 2-1
me,
to
3-1
Arsenal.
in favor of Arsenal.
Me, I give it 2-1 Arsenal.
Yeah.
And
Me,
the
I think
Arsenal
it will be a
game,
2-2, and Arsenal will just equalize because they will push Onana or they will kick it straight from the corner into the goal. Onana will
you do
get
believe
goals.
you do believe United is going to score 2 goals, and
Yeah.
Arsenal is going to come from down.
It can happen.
The game
Why
is
not?
on Sunday. The game is
Wishes
on
and
Sunday.
horses. Wishes and horses.
It could even be a
Baleba,
3-0 drop.
yes, Baleba is young.
It could even be a 10-0.
Testimony says, yes, Baleba is young and full of potential to grow and catch up with modern football intensity. And I think suits Amorim's culture and play.
Yo, Isaac,
that's
man,
cool.
crickets are disturbing you.
What?
There are crickets over there.
No. Hassan. That's Hassan. Once again, guys, please do subscribe. I'm trying to. I saw something earlier on in the comment section, but I didn't catch it. Najafan is saying Sesko will get 15 goals with the team behind him.
I believe so too.
Prowler says that power strike is lethal. Sesko was the right choice for our striker, not
Gosteres.
By the way,
and the way you guys were talking about
we dodged the bullet. We dodged the bullet with Dilap.
You're such funny
me,
people. The last time I was here, I was telling you guys Yokeres, and everybody was showing me how Yokeres is the second coming, and Jesus will walk on water if Yokeres is at United, and you will win the Champions League and EPL. And now Yokeres is what do they call him? Ghost.
Yeah, you become Gosteres as soon as you go to a rival club.
It doesn't take away. It does not take away
but
the football.
AFCON is in 2027.
So you're telling me if Baleba went to Arsenal, everything you've talked about him would be wrong?
No. As in their hate, I've said Gosteres. It doesn't mean it's wrong. It's
Baleba's signing will be transformative. Baleba's midfield work rate is so high he can run from Old Trafford to Wanda Gear and still be ready for the second half.
Yeah, my man.
You're going to get yourselves another Quinton Fortune.
Sesko is still raw, not gonna lie, but I think he can at least score more than 10 goals. Anything less is a disgrace beyond belief. We need to have a live debate show. Uncle Jazz and Paul, we need to have he met Josh and Paul. Get me Sesko. Look, I'm really optimistic about Sesko. I don't know how it's going to be, but I'm really optimistic about Sesko.
Everybody is optimistic. We as football fans are very optimistic about the new signings. I love João Pedro. I love Dilap. I love HTT. I love Ritz. I love
apart from anyone at United.
No, I love Sesko so much. I love Sesko so much that I actually wanted him to come to Barcelona. I wanted him to come to Barcelona, Sesko.
By the way, about that, I've seen reports that Barcelona was really disappointed with Sesko.
Yes,
they had something more of like a gentleman agreement.
For us, we didn't have gotten him at 70 million like United.
Sesko was right. Sesko was right. As in, they would not register him. They would register him after the World Cup.
And see, Josh, I've told you I would love for him to come, okay? But he didn't. So I'm telling you, the only United player you bought that I don't see what he's going to do. But you guys are so up and heels into him. Bueno. Yeah, I die.
The guy is called Brian Mbumo.
That's me. Mbumo. That's me. I don't even know.
That's
I'm
yours.
not
That's your
impressed.
opinion.
I
Yeah, you
haven't. No,
can't
me
keep
personally,
you can't keep calling Messi Pessy.
uh,
Actually, that's me, it's
Messi,
Pessy.
Messi,
Oh,
Messi. See, that's the
Brian
blasphemy you're
Mbomo
doing.
scored 20 goals, EPL goals last season.
I
Mbomo,
know.
Mbomo. In a system where he was the center of attention.
So you're
No, he
saying he's not?
wasn't,
No,
was
no,
he?
no, 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 no.
Who was?
You the front three. Because
He,
Johan
he
Wissa
was
scored like
Josh.
three under.
He
Not three
is the
under.
front three. He is the front three.
Brandon
Wissa,
Bomo, Johan Wissa,
see,
they were all scoring at the same time.
Josh. Wissa didn't even make it to about what 12 goals,
No, he
15
did
goals.
double digits, about
No,
15.
Yes.
yeah, I've told you double digits, but he didn't make it to 15 goals.
I think he had 15
Mbomo,
or even more.
I don't get
But
because me I
anyway,
do believe I do
let's
me
wait.
no
Let's
my
wait and
opinion
you
me I do
enjoy
believe
the guy.
Ahmad would do that job this season. Granted, he wasn't injured. He
But
would do that.
if you know the system that Ruben Amorim plays, then you know the ideal position for Amad Diallo is actually where he is as a right wing back.
No, it is
Because
not, and
Lover boy
he's
says,
struggling.
yeah,
oh,
because
Josh,
you
Josh.
don't know what Ruben Amorim plays.
No, okay,
You are
okay. I may not
interested
know what
in
Almorin. No, I may not know what Almorim is doing.
You are
I am
interested in what
interested
you
in the
want to
player's
see.
career. Ahmad is
You want
struggling in this system right now because he's
is
way too
he
back. By the time
is
you,
struggling because of fitness. But if you understand the system,
Mm.
let me first help you understand the system.
Tyler, say it.
The way
Paul said,
yes,
teach it.
you teach it.
yo, man, I love Sesko.
It's
I
teach
love
it.
Sesko.
Lover boy says, Paul is hating on Sesko before he even lands in Man United.
But I'm
Hating.
not
My brother,
hating on the
even
player.
saying not
I
every
actually,
player comes like Messi.
I've just told you I would have loved for the player to come to Barcelona because Barcelona wanted him. You understand?
No.
Sesko is going to be a very, very good player. I'm just showing you. United is going to be top heavy at the front. You
Well, they are
understand? And the
saying you're
pressure.
playing harder for Sesko to flop than
Why? I would want Sesko. Sesko can give United 30 goals. They'll still finish in the top six.
Nashifan is asking, Zaxi and Cunha, are you okay? I mean, as our tens.
Man, I'm good. I'm
I think I
good.
love
I'm
Cunha.
down.
Sorry,
I'm down. I love Cunha.
I love Zaxi to be true. I think he's also very good, but I think we saw what he did last season. I'm not
No,
saying
no, no,
that's
no, no.
No, you didn't. You didn't see what he did
no,
last
I'm
season.
saying, listen. Okay, me now. Let me come. I saw
Hmm.
how he performed last season, what he gave
Hmm.
us, but I think you need a player to deputize him if he's not around. I'm not saying he's rather Mbomo is his deputy, but in other words, squad depth is what I'm talking about
Hmm.
because
Yeah, I would
And
rather for
he's still
Zaxi to.
adapting. He's still adapting to the league. You saw how we struggled last season with the injuries and all that. So if you bring a player who's EPL proven, like who has already scored goals and goals, to to right there to hustle
I
it out and
understand. Yeah. Now
fight for the
let
number. I
me
think it's
actually
good. It gives him healthy
if
competition.
Zaxi were fitter, maybe we beat Spurs in that Europa League final. I mean, that's how much squad depth we lacked last season. But for
Mm.
me, I think Zaxi is squad depth for the same position Mason Mount is at. That is as a sided as a right-sided 10. I mean, you cannot, sorry, a left-sided 10. There's no way Ruben Amorim is going to play a right-footed player in a right as a right inside 10, because if you do understand the system that the manager wants to play, you can understand the importance of these roles and why these roles, the players that um, um, have a profile they have actually play those roles. For Amad Diallo, you should know that much as you think that he's not in the play, actually Amad Diallo is the weapon, is a weapon that you can use in this system, because the reason you put him as a wing forward, actually Ruben Amorim calls him a wing forward, a winger. He does not call him a wing back, because he actually wants him to be played further up the pitch and to make things happen further up the pitch. And he must have a mindset to score goals. The reason that you play a player like Brandon Bomo, if you remember the goal that we scored from the penalty we got, The penalty we got when Ahmad Diallo went in the box and he was brought down. If you remember
Yeah.
the pass that Brian Mbumo makes to Ahmad Diallo without even looking at where he was, he had just seen the run. If that is a right-footed player, he can't play that ball first time the way
Oh.
Brian Mbumo plays it. So you need a left-footed player to be able to
Yes.
do things like that. Then now,
Oh, sorry, just finish.
yeah. I think I'm done.
No, I was saying, Paul, I don't know whether you've watched the preseason games.
Yep.
So far, I
I have.
like what I'm seeing. I mean, the
I
results
do.
coming from the right side. Mbumo and Diallo are linking up so well, and it's amazing.
Yeah,
It's amazing.
it was just
Lenny
noticeable
Yoro,
that Diallo was
Mbumo,
not fit.
and Lenny Yoro, Diallo, Mbumo. Oh my God, it's blowing. I don't know whether you've watched that, but take time and see. So me, I'm
See,
really
no, I have.
optimistic about next season.
Listen to me. I have. And I enjoyed what they were doing. Actually, I told Josh, I enjoyed what they were doing. I'm just telling you, me, but I'm not Amorim. And squad depth matters. I don't know why you people keep throwing around Mason Mount as a name. Mason Mount will give you 4 games, he'll go back to where he has to be. Yeah, he'll go back to where it has nothing to do with his
But
football.
you
It
see,
has nothing to do
that's
with
the
his
thing.
football.
Why are you talking
shown that
about
he
a player and you're talking for when he's not around instead of talking for it to about his ability?
No, yeah, she's great. No one is me. I don't doubt his ability. The only problem is his
Who has
availability.
doubted his ability at all?
Yeah, but
Nobody
now,
has ever talked about his ability. We
but I'm
talk about his
saying,
availability,
yes,
not
but I'm
his
saying
ability. James Maddison is one of the most
now
gifted
he is
English
available.
midfielders
Yeah,
for now.
Yeah, but when you're talking like a prophet that is going to play 2
No,
games and
I'm
he
not
won't
talking
be
like a
around,
prophet. I'm talking like a person that has watched football for seasons, and it
No,
has
Josh,
happened for seasons.
Yes.
This is not
Josh,
new.
Van
I
Persie
think guys,
struggled for all these years at Arsenal. He came to United, he never got
Yep,
injured,
yep.
and he won
Mason
us the
Mount
league.
struggled. Mason Mount
You get
struggled at Chelsea and at United with
he struggled.
injuries.
He struggled
Yes,
in the last season at Chelsea.
Cunha,
yes,
well,
and that's when it started, and it hasn't stopped.
Yes,
okay, let's go to
just like Max TV says that James Maddison is just an injury-prone player, but not a bad player.
Of course, that's Mason Mount.
Does Baleba potential signing show Ineos finally wants to fix the long term, or rather fix the midfield long term, or are they just panicking? Whoever is, yes,
No,
honest, I don't
by the
think
way,
it's a panic buy.
there is no panic buy at United for all the signatures we've had. Because these are players. Even Carlos Baleba was a player who was discussed internally even before we bought the first player, that is Matias Cunha.
Nigel fan says
There was
really
already a plan.
United and Arteta sacked. You guys. Could Baleba's arrival change the way Casemiro use? I mean,
Casemiro should go. Casemiro has done. He has done all that he
doesn't
has
have
to
the legs
do
anymore. You know,
No,
one of the things that we're missing right now is the legs in that midfield, the pace. We need someone who can, I'm telling you, that's what we're missing right now. Bruno, to me, I think he's really executing his job.
His role.
Yeah,
no, Casemiro has done. He has done his part. I do believe he has served football with the utmost dignity, and he has given us goals we shall remember. And yeah, he should go. He should go make money now. He should go make money.
The cricket's shaking their legs for Shesko. Once again, guys, please do subscribe, Sports Jazz. Shout out to everyone in the comment section, man. You guys make our stream amazing. Where is Dre? Dre took off.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he should have come and said hi to Amy Prowler.
Htche.
Htche. I don't know why Paul is pronouncing people's names like that. Mbuno Atapruchitiche.
No, I told you Ekitite.
Etitite.
Paul,
Ekitite. That's his name. Mbomo. I can't pronounce his name. I've never really taken that much interest.
Putivas is saying something. Chelsea team, a team to watch.
Most definitely.
I do agree.
Most definitely.
Yeah. I like Enzo Maresca.
I like the buys he made. You know, Chelsea reminded me of the Ferguson era. You know, one of the things in the Ferguson era that would happen, United will always have 4 strikers. Andy Cole, Dwight York, Teddy Sheringham, Olagane Solskjaer. There was Van Nistelrooy. There was Sheringham came back. Solskjaer was around. There was that other
Rooney,
striker you had at the time. No, Rooney and Ronaldo and Tevez came later.
Tevez.
Luis Saha. There was a period of Babatov and Saha, and
Diego
that's what Chelsea
Forlan.
did. Chelsea went out. They
But
have
what?
Jackson.
And they bought
Yes,
Dilap. They have
they have Jackson,
Jackson
they have Dilap,
and
and
they
they
have
have Pedro.
Pedro.
You understand?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. These are players that are going to be
But they're
in
looking
rotation,
to
and they are good.
looking to take
Okay?
Jackson out.
Yeah, looking to. And even
No,
if they
Josh.
stay with you, and they stay with Dilap and
They should stay with him
Pedro.
because Jackson is a better goal scorer than
Then
Dilap.
who?
Than Dilap.
Yes, are you high? What is wrong
He
with you
is.
today?
He
Josh,
is a better
but
goal
Josh
scorer
is
than
a fan of
Dilap.
Jackson. Josh is
Yes,
a fan of.
I'm a fan
Okay,
of
me,
Jackson.
I'm a fan of I'm a fan of Dilap.
I'll take Dilap.
Yeah, I also like Dilap,
Yeah,
but
I will take Dilap.
yo,
Dilap has
Jackson,
played 4
Jackson,
games.
Jackson
See,
even
George,
scored more
Dilap has
goals than
played 4
Yao
games
Pedro.
at Chelsea.
Jackson
Yes.
even scored more goals than Yao Pedro.
Pedro was
Jackson.
playing at Brighton. Jackson was playing at Chelsea. Jackson played more games than Pedro all round.
Well,
Pedro has played 5 games at Chelsea. He has scored 4 goals. Okay. Dilap has played 4 games at Chelsea. He has scored 3 goals. Okay. Pedro scored in the Club World Cup at his inaugural game.
that is
Okay.
that
Pedro had a very good season at Brighton last season that he beat all the top 4 teams. Single-handedly scored. He beat Man U twice.
but
He beat
Man U
Arsenal
is
twice.
not a top 4 team. You see, these guys like to talk about United because United will make news. Even when United finished 15th, when he talks about top 4 teams, it's United he picks out first.
Bertrand, you've just asked me a question.
to
Why
show
players
to show the strength of
Yes.
Yao Pedro, he
No,
had
to show
to
the
have
strength of
beaten
the club.
a
Bertrand,
15th team.
you posed the question
think
as
we
to why
should have Josh
players like
report
Cunha,
more regularly.
no,
Going to fan.
Cunha chose to go to United over any other club. Same with Sesko. Same with why? It is a fact. It is a big team. You understand? It is a very big team, irrespective of its performance. It will never take away from the question. It will never take away from the point that United is a very big team.
First series, Prince Baleba's aura is affecting your thoughts from halfway across the world.
Katubasabire, hey, let us pray for you guys. You get Baleba.
From Uganda.
Yo, Kelo, what up?
It will be a really good
proposes-
transfer. It will be a good transfer for United if they could get Baleba.
Shout out to you, Okelo. Please do subscribe, Okelo. Baleba is amazing, but does United really want him to carry the entire midfield or just look busy on paper? I don't think he's going to. I think there's a certain there's something that
I think for a 2-man midfield is perfect. Is perfect.
Yeah,
It's
and
perfect for the role.
partners with one of the players that we have. I
Yeah,
think he sees him doing
especially if he partners with Manu Ugarte, would
well.
be
Madison is an
splendid.
injury player. Yeah, Josh, I think you already say that. Then is Poda Argentina man secretly a fan or just enjoying the sport from the comfort of United's misery? No, he likes United in misery.
No, I can never. See, that's the point we were making before the show started about the Luis Nannies and the United I grew up watching and this garbage I'm watching right now. I cannot support this. You
Edward
understand?
Agba says Baleba is a real talent, generation talent. It's a real deal, generation talent.
Yeah, he is a
Nice to
generational talent.
Castlemero's finish. I want Sir Carlos Mino and Brian in the midfield. Let's use Ahmad in the 10.
See, that's what I was saying.
Arsenal Zero Legends.
Won't work. But the manager is ready to play that, to use them interchangeably every now and then, depending on the game situation.
Then he says, Weibo says Baleba's tackles are so heavy, even in Kampala tax.
That boy knows.
Funny comments. Baleba tackling Casemiro in training. Old fans joking. That boy go send Casemiro fly like border in the rain. Once again, guys, please do subscribe. Turn on the notification, man. What a stream! What a long stream. Baleba unlocks Kobe Mino. By the way, Josh, there is a possibility. Nacho fan, I might agree with you. Not a might, but I think I don't know, Josh. I mean, let's
Yeah,
wait and see the
because
highlights.
I've always told you Mino needs someone to cover for him. His laziness and sloppiness.
Mm. Once again, guys, please do subscribe, turn on the notifications. Paul was in the building. Josh, I myself were all in the building. It's been fire. Shout outs to you, Emi Prola, Cunha, Max TV. I don't know why I'm getting feedback. I mean, all these guys. Who else? Who else? Dr. Fruitivas, Weibo. I mean, you guys disappear. I don't know why you always disappear.
They
Tyler
went to
FIFA, I still need to
Chicago.
whoop you. No,
They went to
Tyler FIFA,
Chicago
I
for
still
the
need to whoop
games.
you. Please do subscribe. Subscribe. Let's wait and see. Okay, guys, we still have at least a few more minutes. But yeah, by the way, I have some breaking news. I don't know whether it's going to fit. Let me see if I can put it on screen. Of course, Jadon Sancho being, the bomb
Yo, the
squad leader, the
cricket's in your
president.
mic, bro.
There you go. There you go, guys. There you go. Jadon Sancho has rejected a move to Besiktas.
That guy doesn't love football.
For Sancho.
Yeah, Jadon Sancho rejecting a move to Besiktas when Besiktas was the latest team to have showed interest in him. I think he doesn't love football. He just wants money, and that's it for him. But I want Ganacho to suffer.
Because of
Naisha
what
fan
he said.
says otherwise. I want Ganacho to be in training again, so Prince Baleba's tackle will send him flying back to Argentina. No, I think United should just send him to Lausanne. Yeah. Ganacho, I mean, I should just go like to Lausanne and yeah, on a loan, first loan, Lausanne, and he's there. You can't say the things that he's saying and he
Once
thinks
again,
he's
please
going to get
subscribe,
away with
subscribe,
them.
guys. Josh, I think it's right about time. It's right about time we signed out. It's right about
Yeah.
time. Please do subscribe, guys. Thank you for tuning in.
Love
Paul in
you
the
all,
comment section.
guys.
You guys, well, we meet on Sunday. Hopefully, Josh's dreams are.
Yeah, Mama, no, my dream is to beat Arsenal.
Yeah, your dream
3.
of attend new. Hopefully, it comes
No, 3
true.
nil.
But for us football fans, we know we shall get very, very interesting football. Though I do believe United will be. It will be a bit harder for United because they are making a system. I do believe the system this Amorim is trying to make is a very good one that will be productive for the club in a couple of years to come. Yeah, let me hope it is not a very big embarrassment in the first game and Sesko gets a goal. So does
Well,
Jokeris. You know, the Man U game normally gives us goals from the new players.
about
So
Sesko,
hopefully,
there you go. You have it. Cunha tells you Sesko hat trick.
Sesko hat-trick. Cunha is having the same dream. The same T Josh had is what Cunha was taking.
Once again, guys, please subscribe, turn on the notification. Thank you so much for tuning with us. I'm officially signing out. Sports Jazz. Cheers, everyone, man. Josh, Isaac, and Argentina guy. Cheers.
Cheers.